Hello and welcome to another episode of Dork Tales. This is the Secret of Hexador House, episode 2. I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly, and with me tonight are my 4 players. Why don't we introduce ourselves, starting with our drow?
Hi, I'm Christine, and I'm playing Kaylin Anastasia, the drow sorcerer.
All right. How about our tabaxi?
Hello, I'm Amy, and I am playing Lucky Sixpence, our tabaxi fighter.
And our warlock?
Hi, I'm Grace, and I'm playing Sophia with the bad attitude patron. Yes.
It's true. And I didn't bother saying your race because you're a human, so you don't count.
I'm so boring. I'm sorry.
Vanilla! All right.
You need to have a sugar daddy demon.
And then speaking of sugar and spice, let's talk about our gnome.
Woohoo! Oh, hi, I'm Cal, and I'm playing Pippi Riverstone. I am the local gnome bard because everybody needs something to give you a little inspiration.
That's 100% true.
Sure.
All right. No, it's good. It's good. I like it.
Yeah, fine. Fine.
Okay, so a couple of reminders because we missed last session. Everyone just hit level 2. You also are going to have 1 point of inspiration each. Reminder that you can spend this before... whose background on... What?
Probably mine then.
Oh.
According to the lighting up. We're just all fun of technological issues all day here.
So wait, Susie, what's going on? Kel, make a noise.
Oh, Kelly,
Hello,
what's going on?
hello.
You're behind in the stream. Don't worry about it. All right. What are you talking about? Background being picked up, Amy?
Oh, I was hearing the the stream in the background was being picked up on my headphones for some reason.
That's
like
weird. So if you're guys, anybody here, any players in the game that are streaming, to keep an eye on yourselves, be sure to mute your audio. Hello, James in the chat. All right. So a reminder, you all have a point of inspiration that can be spent in order to boost your rolls or the rolls of a friendly. You get one of these and you'll get another one if you role play well or make me happy. All right. I do accept monetary bribes.
How do we make you happy?
Monetary bribes.
Okay.
Monetary bribes.
Have
Monetary bribe.
I'll take it. I'll take affection too. Like, I'm pretty easy.
Monetary brides.
Oh, that's a good one.
Monetary brides? With a
That's what I heard.
Hey, money's money.
I heard monetary bride. Yeah.
Some people are just married to their wealth.
Whatever works, really. I'm fine with that. Okay, so with that, I just like to remind everybody that because we're doing distance play, to stay as close to your microphones as possible in order to make sure you have the clearest recording. And with that, we return to the town, well, to the metropolis of Port Echidna, where you, in last session, were the inheritors of Hexador House, the girls' orphanage and magical academy that you were all raised in at various points in history, given your very diverse list of ages because of your racial differences. And with that, I had a chart that I was going to use, and it's not here anymore. I love technology. Is anyone else having a problem where they try to download stuff and Windows keeps trying to download it to like a folder on a bullshit drive that doesn't exist?
No.
I'm gonna go with no.
It's gonna be a no from you? Okay.
You might need to reroute your auto download folder.
I do. I have, but it keeps telling me that I have a OneDrive that I use, and I don't use my OneDrive because why would I?
I just disabled OneDrive everything.
So did I, but it decided...
I don't know what's going on then.
I'm not gonna say it's witches, but it's probably witches.
It's Bill Gates is a witch.
Yes.
Skynet.
That explains. It's Skynet.
Right? It checks out, right?
Skynet.
Story checks out.
It's bad if he shows up at your house, though. That's when it's too far.
Or just far enough. Okay.
Oh.
I don't want to go there.
I just went there. Well, Kelly did, and I ran with it.
Don't run. It's sharp. You might trip.
Like scissors. Don't run with it.
No scissoring on the stream.
Don't run with scissors.
Don't run with scissors. That's what I said. That's what I meant. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Starting off so
We're
well, I love it.
already off track.
We're already. It's great. It's great. Everything's
This is
fine.
the track.
Yeah.
This
We're
is
fine. We're
This
fine.
is normal.
How are
This is
you?
normal. How are you?
Okay. So
I
last
don't
session,
know,
you found
quite
yourself in the inheritors of Hexador House, only to find that there is a significant lien on the property due to back taxes and fees owed to the city. So in order to prevent your house, the house of your upbringing, from falling into destitution and being auctioned off, you must raise 50,000 gold pieces by the end of the year.
Ugh.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, numbers that suck. Right.
Adventuring. Yeah.
That's true. So
Bad
you you also inherited an adventurer's license, which means you can take official jobs inside of the city under the moniker the Flying Jackals. And you took your first quest from the Prize Pig Pub from a client named Salvador Cleves, who needed help clearing rats out of his basement and finding a pendant that had been stolen by the rats, at which point he was going to give you a 50 gold piece reward for the necklace and for the rat slaying, which is a pretty good day's work.
And whatever else we could carry out of the basement.
Yep, anything else you find in the basement's up to you. Now,
We found some fun stuff.
You
We
did.
did.
So the basement
Good
actually
stuff
led
in that basement.
to an old sewer access that was being used by a were-rat and had apparently murdered several people and had been spreading Plague King propaganda all around. And while inside of there, you came across a couple of weird things, including a cranium rat and his cranium rat family.
He's my
And you
friend.
made friends.
Last I checked, his
Yeah.
name was Mindspike.
His name is Mindspike.
Yeah, and he's my friend now.
He is your friend temporarily.
He's my friend until I can't feed him anymore.
You haven't fed him yet. So.
I know, but we're going to.
Oh,
He's my good. I don't want to touch his brain.
You made a
but
deal.
no.
You know
And
I'm
he-
good at
We gotta
making
keep
deals.
Our bargain.
He is lawful. No, I think our tiefling rogue is a little better at that. But yeah, they're lawful evil, so they'll hold up their end of the bargain. Okay. So, and with that, we are going to return to play. You have just finished looting the entire sewer access. Reminder that there is a door that appears to lead out to the alleyway of Coach Lane outside, or you could head back into the main area of the pub itself. The item you found was a periaptive health, an expensive item that you recognize being branded by the Celes family, one of the ruling families of Port Echidna.
Yep. It's part of what, it's nice to get a job done and stuff, get paid through legal means. But you don't want to screw with those guys in particular.
No.
Do any of you remember
No, for sure.
if they said we should come back the same way?
He had no preference at
Yeah.
that point in time. I don't think he knows there's another way out. Not that I
He
want to go
doesn't want us
swimming
coming back in
again.
through the pub. No.
I mean,
Then
we're
let's
drenched
avoid
in
the
gross.
Yeah.
You cannot avoid the water to get back, unfortunately. So you are standing in the hallway next to the long stretch, the 25-foot stretch of submerged passageway that you had to wade through to get here. It is the only way back to either of the doors.
And let's get to the surface as quickly as possible and a shower,
And
a bath, the rain.
I guess
all
we'll
the
have to
above.
come back for
Yeah.
this sack later. Or in trips.
Yeah.
Can you grab it now?
That's pretty heavy.
Remember, this thing was
Yeah.
full of like copper. It was a huge bag of copper.
It
Right.
only weighs
Right, the huge
about
bag of
220 pounds. You guys can take it.
Only.
my God.
What,
I'm a
like we all
tiny
take
human
what?
woman. Thank you.
I'm a gnome!
Right,
Weighs
I
more
have
than the gnome
defensives
does.
On everything int. That's right. That's right. Okay.
Okay, so split it 4 ways. Theoretically, we can get it out. Good lord, we're gonna have to wash it before we try to buy anything with it. Ugh.
Don't we just want to convert it so that we can
I mean,
We'll take it to a bank.
we can take it to a bank we never want to go back to.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
ugh.
Also, you could just like slowly add it
True.
to stuff over time and just have the bag sitting somewhere and slowly convert it.
That's true.
There's a.
Yep.
I am rather partial to pennies.
So, I kind of think we really should discuss what we're doing, because pretty obvious he did not come by this by legal means. However,
Sellers find out that we took it and gave it back.
However,
Might as well be dead.
we did take this as a contract. Violating the contract is going to give us a bad reputation.
And I guess going back
Okay.
later and stealing it back from him is like out of the question, isn't it?
Well, wasn't part of the contract to not talk about it?
Yep, this was a private matter.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I may or may not know somebody. I can discuss it with them, but I can't do it while we're down here, or at the house, or in a street. And he probably won't want anything to do with any of you. So, give it back.
I mean,
Your names matter more.
Give them an anonymous.
Is this person you're
Heads up.
speaking about even real?
Unfortunately, yes. No, Brand, I'm not
Give an
talking about
anonymous
you.
Heads up, like a note dropped in their mailbox, right? Like,
Yeah.
Certainly better than
Because
not doing anything at all.
if they did find out and tried to give us trouble, then we could go. Well, no, we took a contract that specifically said that we couldn't talk about what we found,
Mm-hmm.
but we anonymously tipped you off.
It's the best that we could do until such time as Mr. Barkeep guy is dead. I mean,
Don't
what?
want him to be dead, do we? What?
I mean, we can't have anonymously tipped off anyone to that person's knowledge or the person we're, like, ratting on. But it could be found out that we have, in fact, worked for this guy to retrieve this medallion and give it back to him. Because
This is
that's
very
what-
complicated, and
yeah.
I don't like it.
Thank
But
you.
also
I
at
agree
the
with
same
6.
time,
Okay.
we could also say, well, we didn't know what your house business was. We had no idea if you had passed this off, sold it, and it somehow fell into his hands from there.
Sellers are in the nature of not caring about the details.
Sure.
I don't care about the details either.
All right.
Let's get out of a sewer first.
I agree.
I'd like for my shirt to be white again. That'd be nice.
But
All
mud
right.
splatter
Yeah.
looks so good on you.
No, with the blood and
Yeah.
Oh,
Should've
overhead, you
worn
can
the
hear the
brown
sound
pants,
of
but,
carriages
eh.
rolling across the street. A bit of dust falls down into your faces.
Ah.
exactly.
Nobody.
It's
needed
probably
that.
time to go.
Okay. It's time to get out of here.
So do we go back the way we came? Do we take the way to the street that's immediate? Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's go back through the way we came. That could end up being awkward.
Yeah.
You tell a
Yeah.
bathhouse attendant you didn't pay the fare to get in. Jesus.
All right.
Fair pay the
Mhm.
bathhouse attendants.
All right, so you guys are going to head back out the way you came. I'm going to put the stream on pause for 1 second here. I'm going to adjust our resolution down to 720 to speed up because we're getting some talk about us sounding kind of glitchy. So give me just 1 second to resize everything. And in the meanwhile, reminder that someone apparently might have their phone on with, or at least the Twitch not muted. So be careful for that. Not y'all at home.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Because I'm definitely picking up like a light echo of it from somewhere, like in my headphones, and my stuff's all muted. Like I don't have anything.
Mine's muted.
I don't know if it's someone's, like if it's in the browser or what, or if Kelly,
wait, I
do you have
can't-
it in the background?
Nope.
Somewhere? No?
Nope.
Okay.
No, mine are all muted.
I have no idea. I don't know why I'm hearing it then.
Are you still
Alright.
hearing it?
That
Like,
is weird.
No, it stopped now, but it was like intermittently picking up.
okay.
I
Okay.
don't know.
So I'm having... Okay, so I can't change any of those settings while the stream is running, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do instead, give me just 1 second. I'm going to try to check my performance real quick. Okay. History startup. Cool, cool, cool.
And,
Yeah.
and it's not recording while streaming, is it?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, you've checked that enough. I figured you probably already just...
Well, I think it's just having to do many, many things at once, right?
Yeah, that will definitely impact it too.
Okay. So, yeah, everything's just slow. Okay.
Fair enough.
All right. So, and chat, can you just give me a quick handle? How are we sounding? Okay. How are we sounding? Are we sounding okay? This is Kelly speaking. Christine, how are you?
I'm good. I noticed my necklace was tangled, so I'm trying to fix
Okay.
that.
Oh.
Lucky, how are you?
I'm doing all right.
Pippi, how are you?
Good, good, good.
Okay. And Safia, you're good?
Oh yeah.
Just occasional robot boy. I think that's just one of the nature of playing over Zoom. Although Skype did try to load itself again.
God damn it, Skype.
I know.
It's so needy.
It's so needy. It's like we broke up Skype. Let it happen.
My computer sometimes tries to
what is
install a
Skype
second
gonna do when we
version
switch to Teams?
of Skype, and I'm just like, get out, both of you.
Just get out.
Both
Get
of
out.
you, just get out.
There's the door.
Immediate delete, force remove,
Ouch,
eviction.
damn spot.
Okay, so as far as I'm gathering right now, it seems fine when we're taking turns to speak more than anything. So it seems to be glitching the most when a lot of us are talking at once.
That makes sense.
So in the meanwhile, just try not to talk too much over each other unless it's important to the characters.
It's always important for the characters.
It always is important to the characters. All right. So, and if you're confused when you're about to talk, maybe you can give a little signal by going like, bam.
It's
bam.
true, we can see each other.
You can see each other. I know, it's part of the fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Unfortunately.
You cross across the water. It's chilly, and the clinging clothes that have begun to dry once again are suctioned to your sides, issuing rivets of cold water down your neck, legs, and back. You come up the other side once again in the dankness of this drainage sewer. You know that there's a door up to the alley, and then to the left, after a bit of a trek, you can make it back into the pub's basement itself. Now, with that in mind, if you leave, you could come back later after you acquire some dry clothing, or if you want to drop it off immediately and you leave via the alley, you will be walking through the middle of a restaurant, dripping water the entire way.
Gross water.
Lucky sees no problem with this.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You hate water.
Yeah, I know. She'd like to get dry very fast, but also...
I mean, I kind of assume
Yeah,
the
she's just like,
manager
screw
will
the-
point us out a back door.
And just one thing, casters, do any of you have prestidigitation? As a
Not to
cantrip.
level 3.
I believe I do.
Guess
Oh,
what?
you
That
can-
dries your
Uno
clothing.
momento, por favor.
Please.
Ready,
Okay.
please?
So
White clothing doesn't like it.
prestidigitation allows you to
Hang
make
on.
yourself smell better too.
Ooh.
Basically,
Uno
the I want to
momento.
shower now.
Yes, I do have it as a cantrip. Ta-da. Do I have to roll that, or can I
thank
just
God.
say
You just can tell me what
Bada.
you're going to do. It takes one action up to 10
I'm gonna
feet.
make us smell better? I'm gonna make us all smell better and be dry.
Just
Okay.
fix my fur.
You're so
Done.
fluffy. Oh my God.
So yes, you can also clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot. So you can clean each other off. It'll take you about 2 minutes of just using,
Okay.
you know, Mr.
Yeah.
Clean magic.
Mr. Clean,
Thank God, right?
give us a towel. Don't leave home without a towel.
Never leave
All
home
right.
without a towel.
So you find yourself standing near the access to Coach Alley. Behind you is the room with that corridor of water. To the left is that 15-foot corridor with the water pooling in the center where you found the silver dagger laying at the base of it. This room that you're in right now is 25 feet long by 10 feet wide, and you're at the very base of that rectangle. Above, you can hear the sound of the trolleys passing. What do you do?
Okay, we're dry. We're mostly cleanish. And let's get out of here and
Do we go
get
back
paid.
to Buddy? Or do we go home, discuss it more, do a touch of research, and then return it?
I don't particularly care.
I feel like if we don't go back up, he's gonna report us for breaking
Just
contract.
gonna wonder where we are.
Ugh,
Yeah.
It's not worth it. Okay, no, we have to go back to Buddy.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah,
Cleaves, Mr.
unfortunately.
Cleaves.
Okay. So, can I ask everybody one question real quick? Because I realized that I didn't take it last time. Your passive perception, friends.
14.
14.
13.
And Kel, did you manage to find that sheet?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I did.
Saphea.
Crap, did perception go? There it is. I believe that's 13.
Oh,
Okay.
of course, that's the box I left open. Hang on.
So
I
it's
think I
10
wrote it
plus your
down.
perception score.
Yeah, that'd be 13.
Perception score. Hang on. 10 plus my perception?
Yep.
Then it's just 10.
Okay, you have a +0 to perception and wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So as you're walking there, or as you're standing there trying to figure out which way to go, Kaelin, you are actually going to notice that along the back wall near the door, the stonework here is very dank. It has quite a lot of algae and other ichorous substances that have creased their way down between the bricks and have created a shimmering fuzz along the wall. But that back wall nearest the door has a strange texture to it. And as you're looking, it's almost like the light hits it, but the light doesn't change. The grates above that echo it, or issue in a bit of moonlight or street lamp, because the moon is rarely visible on the lower streets. It's like the lighting changes, but nothing does. You immediately get a feeling in your gut that says whatever you're looking at is shifting. Can you make me an Arcana, or actually make me a Nature roll? You can also feel free to direct anybody else's attention to this once you see it.
14.
14. The wall is actually, it's not algae. Well, there's some algae, but beneath it, you can see the shape of a gray ooze clinging to the wall.
What do I know about gray oozes?
They eat metal, and it is largely, were it not moving right now, it would be indistinguishable from oil or wet rock.
Okay.
But
and
since
they are nasty?
They are carnivorous.
So it'll probably attack us if we go by it.
It looks like it's gearing up to attack right now and got impatient.
Okay.
So you will actually see that it is slowly creeping up the wall onto the ceiling.
Okay. I'm going
Up the
to
wall? That's weird.
back up. And firebolt.
Okay, that sounds good. They're pretty resistant to fire damage normally, you'd know.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yep. They
Chill
cold,
touch then.
pretty resistant to cold. They're pretty resistant to most.
No. Chill touch is necrotic.
Aha! Yes, I always forget that because of the damn name. All right. So go ahead and do that.
Hand that goes towards it and touches it.
Go ahead and do that, and then roll an initiative, everybody.
Like to comment?
There we go.
Is...
What on earth are you doing?
Okay.
Shrug.
What is that
And
stuff?
at what?
21 to hit.
5.
That is an absolute hit.
Okay. And
Hi, honey.
6 necrotic damage, and it can't regain its hit points until the start of my next turn. Until then, the hand clings to the target.
All right.
And this is a ranged attack.
A spectral hand lashes out and grabs a chunk out of the ceiling, almost as if it is grasping a curtain, and pulls it away. You will see a gross, oozy substance pulled away from the brickwork. And you said 6 damage?
Yes.
All right. And it is going to make this roll of noise of protest. Who got initiative score 15 or higher?
Me.
I did.
Okay, so 20 or higher.
Me.
Okay.
Okay.
Lucky.
And
Then
as part of my attack, can I, like, kind of call back to the others of, like, it's an ooze, it'll, like, corrode metal.
you
Oh.
So maybe they don't shove their swords in it. ruin their equipment.
Okay.
I think that
figured
you had a
something out for
surprise
that.
attack using a spell that probably has a somatic component or a verbal component.
Yes, it does.
So your mouth's full.
Okay.
But you can say ooze. I'll give you the ooze.
Okay.
So Lucky and then Kaylin and Sophia. What'd you get on your initiative?
11.
Kaylin?
18.
Pippi?
A horrible 5.
Oh, that's not terrible.
Awful.
Okay.
Could have been 1.
It means I can sing us all.
It's true.
Just
Do a
do
little
it,
tap
Jake.
dance in the background.
For all of 18 seconds, yes.
Do a hoedown.
You can do a hoedown in
Maybe-
18 seconds.
Maybe 14,
I can do a
24
hoedown.
seconds.
All right, so the ooze is going to make a burbling noise of protest. Lucky, what do? You see this creature pulled from the ceiling.
What do I know about oozes?
You can make me a nature roll right now with
Oh, awesome. I have a -2 on all nature rolls. Well, 4, so it's 2.
they're made of liquid. Don't drink them.
Okay, don't drink them.
Don't lick it. Don't lick it.
Some people pay to listen to people playing with it. I don't know.
Don't you put it in your
Ah.
mouth.
Weird. That's really
Or
weird.
in anything.
Mm-hmm. True.
Can I stab it?
You absolutely can.
No, I'm gonna stab it.
Okay.
What am I gonna? Actually, I'm gonna use my whip,
Okay.
so I don't have to get too close to it. That's gonna be a +6. So that's a 22 to hit.
Ooh.
Jesus. All right. So, lunging forward, you're going to crack your whip out across the room. It's going to explode against this with a blinding crack. And what is your damage?
7
7? That's not bad, actually.
slashing damage, if that makes a difference.
It does not to me, but hey,
Okay.
it's good to know. It's good to know.
And whip has reach, so I'm 10 feet away from it.
Sounds good. Kaylin, you are up again.
Okay. I'm gonna recast Chill Touch.
Okay.
That would be a 22 to hit this time.
This is not fair. Oh god, this thing's like getting pumped.
And that's another 7 necrotic damage.
All
Just
right.
cling to it and
Girls.
just allow it to regain health.
All right. So, another spectral hand lashes out and scratches it. It is going to leap down to the floor, desperate to do something to consume what is hurting it, and is going to lunge at you.
Which one?
At where
Fun,
the
fun.
wait? Does it have eyes?
Oh, and I'll use part of my move. I'll use my movement to back up
Okay, then it's going to jump at
as well,
Lucky.
because this is a 90-foot spell. So
Lucky 11.
No, my AC is 16.
All right. It is going to lash out at you with a giant, bulbous hammer-like appendage that will lash out at your face, but will completely miss. And it is Sophia. Sophia? Sophia, good. Okay.
It's me? Dear.
It's been a month, I forgot.
Oh. Where am I in relation to the mess?
You're about 10 feet away.
Cool,
Kind of-
I'd like to be more like 40 feet away.
You can totally run away.
Yeah, I could do 30 feet and then Eldritch Blast it.
You won't be able to see it if you move 40 feet away.
Damn, how far can I get without losing sight?
Well, reminder, you are... See that one-way door to alley?
Barely?
Yeah.
Okay? You're like here. Oh, it's backwards. Oh god. Oh god.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make it complicated. I'd like to be at the opposite end of whatever room we're in.
You are at the opposite room of whatever room you're in.
Excellent.
You could back into the previous room.
No, I don't want to go back in that water. That was gross.
You don't have to back in the water. The water doesn't start till 5 feet in.
Icky.
Ow. I'm
Alright.
gonna Eldritch Blast, though.
Alright, go
Legally
ahead.
agonizing blast.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hit that with a 7. Can I use my inspiration to have advantage?
Yes, you may. Is it
Thank-
only a 7?
It was
With-
only a 7.
With all of your bonuses?
Yep.
No.
I know. That one is a 15.
Cool. You don't want to know what you needed.
Oh no.
It was an 8.
Oh, that's so dumb. Oh man,
They're
I'm
not
gonna
very-
hit him now. Thank you.
All right, go ahead. Do me
Where's my
damage.
D10? Make me feel better.
Don't roll a one.
That is 8 damage.
8 damage. All right, so calling on to your patron, you are going to see a large, bright blue eyeball appear in the center of Sophia's hand, and a blast of eldritch energy is going to rip out, smash through the center where 2 spectral hands are holding this thing aloft, and it is going to collapse to the ground like a bucket of rainwater splashed on the concrete.
Yay.
Oh,
You know, Brand, I might
Well
argue
done.
with you, but you're cool sometimes.
I'm cool always.
definitely helpful.
Okay, you're cool every minute of every day.
Yeah.
I am cool even in the minutes that you do not understand.
The
To be
what?
connected to this reality. I am
The what?
cool in the minutes between minutes, in the seconds between ticks.
I really wish some of you guys could hear this because I'm not sure I understood what was just said at me, but okay.
It's okay. I often don't understand things.
Anyway,
Anyway.
nobody's here to listen to me talk to myself, trust me.
But we always hear you
Oh.
talk to yourself.
Still amusing.
All right. So, do
Still
you all
amusing.
head back to the restaurant?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, heading back through the way, you will find that the little hatch that you entered is easy enough to get back in. You bang on the wall a couple of
Thank you.
times, and a moment later, the lock that had been put on it from the other side will uncatch. And right before the door slides open, you'll hear the voice of your employer say, "Oh God, I forgot. Are you? Who's there?"
Oh my goodness.
It's us.
You-
We've got
Hello?
everything.
Already
We're done.
forgot about us?
Well, I didn't want to open the door unless I could confirm that it was you.
Yes, it's us.
Who else would it be?
I don't know, a giant rat?
Who else is coming through your basement?
My dude, you need some better exterminators. We're available for hire.
I already hired you, and you were supposed to kill all the rats.
We
did.
killed all the rats that were there, but this is more than one
We've
way
done
down
that.
into sewers.
All right, so just one moment. Cool. You killed all the rats?
Yeah.
Including the one that's on your shoulder right now?
This is my pet. You didn't see him when we came in.
The hell's wrong with his
know.
head?
So many things. It's part of his charm.
It's
Be
a
I
nice
don't
to
want
my
to go
pet.
into warlock experimentation. Just
He's a
Yeah.
good
don't
rat.
go there.
Just
love
don't
him.
ask. Don't ask.
I love Mind Spike. Leave him alone. Mind Spike probably doesn't care that I love him, though.
It's a warlock.
Does not
thing.
care at all. Did you find the thing that you were sent in for?
Yes.
Yeah.
He holds out his hand expectantly.
Who's actually carrying it? I know it's not me.
It's not me.
Was I carrying everything?
I think you were.
Probably.
I was keeping track of everything, but I wasn't sure if I was carrying everything.
You're
You're the
certainly the most
responsible
one. I think we
trust.
just-
All right. I
Responsible,
will hand it
trustworthy.
over.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank all of them. Okay. Great, great. Come on upstairs. I've got your payment in my office. Let's go.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, can you help me move the shelf back in front of this hole?
Yeah, sure, I can
Sure.
do that.
That's probably a good idea.
All right.
I will step through the door
Yeah, we'd like
and
to
let
be in the
one of the
building
others
first.
do it,
Yeah, I'll wait for everyone.
because I'm thinking he's going to try and lock us down here. Otherwise, since I've handed it over.
Okay.
Fair enough.
You keep an eye on him, but no, he seems to be fairly legitimate. He tries to get the shelves back in. He relocks the hatch, and with a sigh, says, "All right, come on," and takes you up to his office again. That small little room in the main, in the back area of the room of the. I'm really on my ball tonight. Little room at the back area of the pub. Now, as you all crowd into that small manager's closet, he holds up a finger, reaches down on the floor behind his desk, and with several turns of what you can hear as a dial safe, you'll eventually hear a. All right, that was 50 gold pieces, right?
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
I believe, was that it? I don't
Yep,
remember.
it was 50.
Yeah.
Are you guys? You guys hungry?
Yes.
Here, I'll get some.
Yes, we are.
Can
Do
we
you-
have
you-
chicken?
I can absolutely get you some chicken. Hold on one second. Mary, can I get all chicken? All of you?
Might as well. The more she has, the happier she is.
Chicken
like
sandwiches,
chicken.
4 of them, with potato wedges to go, please.
Ooh.
It's the least I can do to get to thank you for this. Really, like, you guys weren't down there for very long. What did you find down there? He'll say as he pulls out a small purse and starts counting out 50 gold pieces on his desk.
Where
Rats.
Yeah, a lot of rats.
We found rats.
Yeah, a lot of rats.
You smell pretty.
Were rats are not fun to fight.
What?
And an ooze.
There was a what? There was a news down there.
Oh god.
Well, there was
Yeah.
where mud.
Actually, it was right next to the space coming back into yours, but we dispatched it.
Mhm.
Oh god. Well, thank you so much for taking care of that. If that had gotten in, it would have melted all of my shelves. It probably would have killed my stock boys, to be honest.
It was
Probably, yeah.
pretty mad.
Oh.
Mhm.
Well, I really appreciate that. I'll definitely recommend your services. You use me as a reference.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
I don't know
think
what
I've
that
ever
means.
had one of them.
Thank you.
That's okay. We've never had one before. It's really cool.
Well, and that's 50. So he'll slide it across the table to you. Oh, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. It sounds like you found some other stuff down there. I can hear you guys jangling. That's how that's how I knew to go down to the door.
Yeah.
Pocket
Two metal
change
things.
is pocket change.
Yeah, we found a lot of copper.
Yeah.
It's not worth
Yeah.
much,
Yeah.
but it'll
People-
be something for the kids to buy treats
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
Are people
So-
throwing coins into a
Yeah.
drainage ditch or something? Like a wishing
I
well?
don't know. It's the
Probably.
weirdest thing.
Probably.
Huh.
Humans are so weird.
They are. I would
Probably
know.
washing
I
through the
am
shower.
one.
Unfortunately.
I know.
Great. A moment later, a young girl comes in with a stack of takeout containers. 4 meals to go.
Great.
Yay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Here you go. And she'll leave them on the table.
Appreciate it.
I like this one.
She's a good one. And as you accept the takeout containers, can I get... Actually, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. He rolled a nat
Fine.
20.
I'm good. Uh-oh.
A moment later, though, as you're grabbing the containers and sorting your things and pocketing the 50 gold, Sophia, you're going to recognize that... Where's Mindspike?
Where is Mindspike? I'm holding part of his payment. It's payment he didn't ask for.
It's true.
but it's going to be part of it now. Plus the roast beef. Good lord. I'm sorry, Mr. Guy who hired us. God, I'm sorry, I can't be bothered to remember your name. You might have a problem in your kitchens, and it might have nothing to do with me.
In the distance, you will hear a high-pitched noise as the girl who just brought your food shrieks. And
My
several
Spike went
plates.
looking for roast beef.
Mine Spike did go looking for roast beef.
And on that note,
He got a nat 20 on his stealth roll.
That's understandable. Roast beef is delicious.
I mean, can you blame
gotta
him?
deal with that.
I'd better go and just
All right,
find my
I'll go
way out. This one. Yeah. Okay.
I'll come with you. I am.
It's my friend Rat. I mean, you're not allowed to eat him, Lucky.
All right.
Wasn't going to. He's got brains exposed.
An explosion of noise comes
where
from
those
down the
have been.
hall as you hear the sound of metal on metal, the sound of large things being tossed around a kitchen.
So well.
Mine's Spike.
So well.
I was gonna get you better roast beef than this.
Do you say that as you've already left the office, or?
Yep.
Okay.
Moving down the
Lucky
hallway,
I'm good with insulting this guy. It's fine.
Well, no, he's giving us a bloody reference.
That was for killing people. It's different.
He's not
He
gonna
doesn't
do
know
it
you-
if
Reference.
you insult him.
I know, but I just let a rat loose in his kitchen. I'm not sure we're getting to know anyway.
all right. So as you
to be true.
move into, as you move next to the kitchen, you will see that there's quite a kerfuffle as two cooks are very hurriedly trying to stamp a rat.
But,
And as you open the door, the rat is actually going to dodge a cleaver, which is great. Good job, rat.
thank God, I need him to be alive.
And the rat is holding an entire shank of lamb in its mouth,
Oh, good for him. Damn, that's not roast beef, but could try.
and is going to pull it
More
into
expensive.
a drainage pipe.
Does it
Oh,
fit into the
fantastic.
pipe?
What's that?
The shank of lamb
he
actually
does.
fits?
Yep, the drainage pipe's about this big.
Okay,
It's
so
a little. It's
perfect.
basically it's basically where they hose the kitchen down at the end of the night in
Okay.
the center of the floor. He's going to
Okay.
pull the shank down into it and vanish.
Man, I was hoping
How
you'd
much-
keep that rat.
Well, that's that.
You can't keep.
You're okay. He's okay. Everyone's fine.
How much
Yes,
was the
technically.
lamb?
Yeah, that's out of my pocket. That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
but
we better pay back.
I know
for the
that-
lamb.
my rat, my problem.
The half orc the half orc chef that was trying to catch the rat looks over at you. Is that your rat?
Yep.
Huh.
He's very badly
Was.
behaved. You could probably tell.
Give me the stew pot.
Rude.
Uh-oh.
He turns. One of the cooks grabs a pair of mitts, grabs one of the the pasta water, grabs a bucket of pasta water, and dumps it down the pipe. The
That's unfortunate.
The boiling water hisses down, and you will all. Can you all give me a wisdom check?
Oh
Or pardon me, a wisdom save?
You killing my rat?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Weird.
15
Would you expect me to be different?
plus wisdom.
Yep.
Where the hell did I put my paper
Wisdom
down?
save?
Wisdom save, please.
14.
Yeah,
14?
14.
Huh. Yeah, 14.
Ugh.
Caitlin?
19.
You guys are all fine. You will hear a noise at the back of your mind. It doesn't really reach you, but it's like that. It's like that slightly tinnitusy sound that you get sometimes. You know, that really high-pitched ringing that just shows
Yeah.
up for a
that
few
I
seconds?
have every single day.
Okay,
Yeah.
but before you had it every day, you will get this high-pitched death scream
The mothership
that echoes
calling you
through your
home.
ears. Actually, no, echoes through the base of your skull. It's just...
Yeah, Lucky's gonna turn to the chef or whoever tossed the water in. Well, you got him.
Yep.
He's definitely dead.
Yep.
That was my friend. God damn.
You-
I'm gonna go have a funeral for him.
Okay,
I'm not gonna pick a fight with an orc. That's always a mistake.
true.
That's true.
I will have stayed behind slightly in the office and just apologized for the insanity of our warlock. And
That's a good call. The sanity's not coming back now.
You're,
We can.
yeah, you know, it's...
I'm sorry, she's crazy. I think it's
We
part
can-
and parcel of being a warlock.
Yeah.
Okay,
we try to corral
that's
her.
fine. I need to get you guys to get out of here before the word rat gets spread around my restaurant at all.
No worries. They'll corral it and we'll get
You
out
were
of here.
never here.
Nope,
that
we
was
were
part
never
of
here.
that was part of our deal.
Yeah.
So don't forget, you were
No.
never here.
That's totally fine.
Never here. Never here.
But how am I supposed to recommend your chicken
You
dish
performed a service. I
Nope.
don't have to
Nope.
give the
if you were
details.
never here?
You,
Nope.
It's
We're
fine,
never here.
Lucky. Let's go.
Let's just go.
Good. We're good.
Go before I cry in
go.
front of the help staff.
I don't think you're supposed to call them the help.
Probably
go.
not.
Out.
Let's just go.
out.
Out.
I will look at the manager
Out.
and
Out. Down.
try and just corral these crazies out of his office.
Sorry, hurting cats.
It really
I can
is.
try mocking one of the other pubs.
All right.
And I will explain quietly to Lucky that you can always praise the food because you could have eaten here at some point. You just can't say you were here on a job.
You
Right.
step out into the street outside. A light drizzle is falling around you, but for the most part, the rain from earlier seems to have subsided. A low mist hangs down in this area like it always does, really. A horse whinnies as a carriage passes by. And it's night. In the distance, you can hear 8th bell striking.
Sophia,
Yeah,
we can get you another rat if it's that important to you.
it kind of is. He filled
I
the
have a
void where my
mouse.
heart used to be. Oh, you have a mouse? And you haven't eaten him.
Not this one yet.
Oh, well done, I think. I don't want to deprive you of a snack. I mean, that's rude.
I can get another one. They are easy to come by here.
God, you're sweet.
Surely
If
we can
it's
find you
strange.
another familiar or friend.
Oh, another will turn up. That's the nature of having a crazy guy in your necklace. Ugh.
And perhaps maybe it'll be a cat next time, which can be equally sassy and creepy, but is generally more socially acceptable.
I don't know that
No.
one's gonna happen.
Cats are kind of assholes.
We already have a cat. We can't take
You
the
don't
place of
say.
mascot.
We don't have a cat.
Well, we have someone who's similar to a cat.
Mm.
She's got the cute ears. That's all you need.
Lucky, you have to probably fight back saying that we have things that are similar to monkeys.
Ha! We're double dipping. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that you've got some pretty badass comebacks from being a cat girl.
Or
Sure.
you can
I would
embrace
imagine
being a
so.
cat girl.
Best comeback with some catnip.
Damn it.
Can we go home? I want a real shower. Like real hot water, not just the
Yeah.
awesomeness of being instantaneously made clean by the gnome. Sorry, Pippi.
Yeah. That's okay. I mean, there's no
Humans
good
are
substitute,
so needy.
really, for
Yeah, it's part of not living long.
You could just. Ugh.
No. No, we couldn't, Jess.
humans are high maintenance.
It's true.
Humans are high maintenance. It's
Yep.
okay.
I would like
All right. Let's
Although,
go.
$1 million question. Does anyone actually remember how to get to Hexador House from here?
Yeah, of course, always.
Oh,
How
my
could you
Thomas
not?
does. Reasons. Let's go with that.
It sort of left an impression.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's why I repressed it.
Oh.
Then wouldn't you remember where it was to avoid it?
Nope.
That seems
Interesting.
foolish, but okay.
I'm a human. I'm prone to foolishness. You figure it out eventually.
All right.
Or not.
So from here, I believe that you guys are in Fairtown right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to get
Don't remember.
to Hexador House, you'll have to take a detour around the dockside. And you walk, passing as you do, into some of the older areas of town. Past Fairtown, into the outskirts of Hamlin, the middle-class district. And then, as the buildings start to get shorter and more ramshackle, you find yourself on the edge of Grey Neighbor.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't hang out in this neighborhood anymore.
Grey Neighbor is one of the oldest areas of Port Echidna. It's where the working class lives. It's also known as the Rigs because of its position next to the harbor and the docks.
Near the docks, yeah.
And you just pulling up something to use for you. 1 second, please. There we go. None of that.
No yawns.
Sorry.
No yawns, only
Water.
No
problems.
yawning.
All right.
Actually, it's okay if Amy does it.
Yeah.
No. All right. Moving into Grey Neighbor, you find yourself surrounded by tenement buildings, row houses that probably once upon a time were fairly decent, but over the last 100 years or so, are these brick buildings that are patched up with cheap wood, misfitted stone or plaster. You can see that there are people out in the streets playing music, laughing, playing dice games in alleys. There are large drums full of fire, keeping people warm. And as you pass, you can hear the rainwater hiss into them. In a back alley, a dog and cat have a vicious fight, and you're not sure who wins that one.
Ugh.
And after a fashion, you make your way to the old gates, the wrought iron that surrounds your old residence. Hexador House looms above you. 3 stories tall. It's the largest thing in this area. The brick wall that surrounds it is 4 feet high, topped with a wrought iron fence, another 8 feet tall. The tips of that fence are sharp, curling spikes that reach up toward the sky. And as you're walking here, the lamps are only lit every 3rd lamp. As you're walking, Sophia, you're going to find that your vision is better than you've ever had it before.
Yeah, I am.
The rest of you can see perfectly well in the dark, and at night it's so much more obvious, but the ground here is actually very uneven. The cobblestones that you're walking down are very widely spaced. In fact, there's a reason for that. Not 100 meters from here is one of the first drop-offs into the Downs, the area of the city that fell down into the cave system hundreds of years ago. The cobblestone slowly leaning into the hole.
Right.
You approach the front. It's not exactly the safest place to be at night, but
Home sweet home.
home sweet home. The gates loom in front of you. Now, you were given a key by Huntley that will unlock the front gate. Who has that?
If
Probably
I'm holding everything,
Caitlin.
then probably me.
Okay.
Gotta
I
give
think
these
so.
things to the responsible one.
Respect your elders.
All right. The house looms in.
All of you.
The house looms in front of you. The wrought iron gate stands flush. It's 15 feet wide, large enough that it can be opened to allow a full carriage to pass through. As you approach the gate, what do you do? Do you just open it up and go in?
This is so
Yeah.
not where I thought today would end.
All right. The key slides into the rusted lock and turns with a click. And with a grind, the gate opens. Down the path, you see the guardhouse at the front suddenly illuminates.
Oh.
And a
Oh,
man...
there's somebody here?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, there's people still living here,
Hmm.
I think.
True.
A lantern
Right.
flicks to light, and a grizzled old man who once upon a time was likely quite well built, but now approaching his 80th year is the definition of faded glory. Long, white mutton chops cling to his cheeks, and his balding head is almost barren except for a few stray hairs all the way back to the base of his crown. He stumbles out, pulling on a thick woolen jacket. Let's see. When was the last time that Pippi was here, chronologically?
Oh.
How old are you, Pippi?
Oh gosh, how old am I?
So for gnomes, childhood is usually until about age 20-ish.
I'm gonna say if I remember correctly, she's in her mid to late 30s.
Okay.
If I remember correctly.
So you were here about 15
Late
years
30s,
ago,
early
probably.
40s. I'm gonna say. Yeah, that sounds right.
Kaylin, how old are you?
1 sec. I got it written down. 256.
Oh, you're quite old. Okay, cool. So you are, according to this handy-dandy chart, still a young adult.
Yeah.
But you...
I would have attended Hexador House a while ago, though.
Okay, so you have no idea who this man is, probably. Well, actually...
I'm guessing he probably is maybe grandson of whoever did it when I was there.
He does look very familiar to a man named Evander.
Think about how long. Are you Evander's grandson?
Who's there? Who's you? The rest of you will recognize this man as Gomery, the watchman and caretaker of Hexador House.
This
Oh,
is
good.
So
He
not how I
chased
thought today would end.
What was
What?
his name?
Why, you, Evander? I had a great grandfather named Evander, named after his grandfather.
Ah, it has been that long.
Ooh.
Wow.
My dear.
I recognize you.
Gomery?
Hey, it's Pippi Longsense and Lucky River Penny.
Pretty close.
And
Pretty close.
oh, it's you.
Yeah, sorry.
Welcome back.
Really? That's it?
After the way you left your room, I had to clean it up last time.
I thought you'd be more. Oh god, yeah, it was a nightmare.
What did you do?
I didn't pack before I left.
Posters
not?
of
It's
bards
ways.
everywhere.
You have a thing for bards? Why?
Who
All
doesn't?
young girls have things
Think.
for bards.
Who doesn't have things for bards? No
I don't
offense,
have a
Pippi,
thing
but
for
you're
bards.
like my favorite.
I am a bard.
Exactly.
I'm good.
You never get over the bard phase. It's just a thing.
I don't understand.
That's because you didn't have a bard phase.
I did not know.
Oh, you had a weapon face.
I did.
It was good to be able to walk you through
Still
that.
does.
Oh, I
I
still.
learned lots.
Yeah, remind me. I have something to give back to you in the morning.
To who?
To you that you left here last time.
Something for you.
Oh.
It's been what, 4 years, 5?
When did you
3 or
leave?
4? I don't remember. Time is irrelevant.
Now, for those of you who knew Gomery or cared to know him, once upon a time there was a rumor around the school that he had been one of the Griffin Knights. If that is the case, his pension really sucks.
Yep.
It's one of those things that when you're
Yeah.
a kid you probably buy, but then you're like, you're basically a glorified janitor and maintenance man who does some weapons training on the side.
Yeah.
That being said,
That's me for you.
he does carry himself with the air of a military man.
Don't most janitors?
Basically. I got the message earlier from Candlelight. He said this is now under your governance?
Apparently, yes. We've
Yeah.
been doomed. Again.
Not doomed.
Wouldn't say
Wrong word.
doomed.
Wrong word. It's
Been
not
left
doomed.
to us.
Mind Spike. Now see,
Not
Mind
doomed.
Spike was doomed.
That
I
was
am
just
shower.
the
Yes, you
law
were.
of nature.
So is this. And I'm gonna go into the house.
Okay. As you head up. Okay, good to know. All right. So as you head in, you'll head up the double stairwell that leads to the main foyer. As you open it, you can see that the expansive entryway, as much as you remember it, still dusty, still in desperate need of more repairs than just one man can do. But as the rest of you head inside, it's going to be a little different. Lucky, it's more rundown than you remember it, and Pippi, significantly more rundown than you remember it. But, Kaylin, you were one of the first students to be sheltered by Hexador House, and the deterioration is only matched by the nostalgic scent. The same tapestries, the same carpet, everything has stayed here for almost, 150 years? 200 years? Some of the carpets have been replaced, but most of them have been repaired by magic. It's dusty. And aside from a couple of things being moved, like that statue used to be over there, and also used to have a nose. It's little things like that. Signs of wear. Now, the front entryway has a stairwell that winds along the left wall up to the second and later to the third floor. Directly ahead of you, there is a door that leads underneath the stairwell as it curves up in a circle. More in a corkscrew, I suppose. And you can see that there is a lit fire that... Actually, it's a fire that bursts to life as the front door opens.
That's welcoming.
Yep. Same old freaking enchanted houses, yo.
What do you do?
Well, I'm very tempted to, at level 4, take mending as my next cantrip. And just go mend.
Mending
over
is
the
a
house.
good one. Yeah.
Good luck. There's a lot of spots that are covered in scratch marks.
There's a lot of spots that are covered in scratch marks, you'll hear echo. There's a lot of spots that are covered in scratch marks, you'll hear echo at the same volume. The perfect sound.
What's that?
What's that?
That's the house?
Upstairs,
I don't remember
old
an
man?
echo in here.
Is that?
Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs.
Oh, that's just Big Bell.
Oh.
I'll see you in the morning.
I don't know that you guys want the answer. I'm gonna go upstairs.
All right. Heading up the stairwell, you'll be able to make your way up. My sound is going a bit weird.
You keep getting a bit of a pop at the end of some words and a crack and weird sound.
It's Zoom.
Really?
Yeah, you guys are getting that constantly.
Oh, okay. Because I don't hear it from anybody else on my end.
Yeah,
I only hear it on your voice.
Well,
So.
it is what it is, unfortunately. It's
Okay. I just want to make sure you knew.
That's the robot noise the chat was talking about.
Yeah, okay.
Really? Because it's just kind of a bit of a crackle and a pop and...
Yep. But that's what they're complaining about, because it's happening on my end.
Okay.
So it's your CPU processing the call.
Oh, it's... Okay.
It's
Well,
technology
it's your-
sucking, guys.
It's your computer not being able to handle multiple things at once.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, Sophia, where are you headed?
To one of the towers, one of the very few places that I spent time when I was still here.
You mean
Probably
like
a barren room, but no, not my room. But no, it's just probably a barren room at this point. It's at the top of one of the towers of this building.
Okay,
Up
so
one side.
basically
It's
one
like
of the
an
attics.
attic room. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are you going to the which one is that of the 4 attic areas?
I was looking at the building right hand front. So that
Okay,
makes it
so-
a little... I have no idea what direction that is.
All right. So you'll climb the stairs.
It's
and-
road facing, has a good view of the hole in the ground.
All right. What are the rest of you doing?
I want to go find my old room.
Okay. So
Yes.
climbing the stairwell, you will make your way down the hallway, and it's the same carpet. It's still threadbare and thick, alternating on your step. And as you make your way down the hallway, you'll see your room there on the left. Sophia walks right past you and takes another stairwell up, up.
Yep. I can have a private conversation with a guy in my head.
The door in front of you is a simple 4-panel door with a brass door handle. Or a brass doorknob. Do you just open it and turn? Do you just... Pippi?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to Sophia.
No.
Yes, I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna
Alright.
turn the handle, doorknob. Let's just... Can I feel
Alright.
anything through it? It's just...
Feel anything? It's just the doorknob turns and actually will
Doorknob.
click open. You look
Okay.
into a dark room that is decorated very sparsely. And as you do, there will be a start, and you will see someone sit up in bed looking around wildly. Who's there? Who's there?
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know anybody was in here. This was my room when I was here.
What? I'm trying to get some sleep. What? Who?
I'm so
This
sorry.
better not be a joke, Belle. You'll see that with your dark vision, you'll easily be able to see that there is a teenage human girl laying in bed. There are giant stacks of books surrounding her bed, and she's rapidly scrambling around on the sparse nightstand for a pair of large circular glasses,
Ooh.
which she'll eventually slap down and throw on her face. You're not Belle.
No, sorry. My name's Pippi. This was my room when I used to go to the school. I'm terribly
Oh.
sorry. I didn't mean to wake you.
What are you...
Um.
Are you one of the people that Gomery was talking about earlier?
If it's about the inheritance of the house, yes.
Oh.
Yes, I'm sorry. We can talk later.
No, this is fine. And she'll sit up. She's wearing basically like a full nightgown that goes down to her knees. Very, very kind of like flannelette with this very cheap
Sounds
kind
very
of
cozy.
plaid. It looks like she's grown into it from a full dress almost. And she'll slide her glasses on and step out of bed, fishing out a pair of mismatched slippers. I'm Beatrice.
Oh.
Beatrix. And
Hi,
she'll walk
Beatrice.
forward and
Hi, Beatrix.
thrust a hand out down to you.
I'll take her hand. I will shake her hand.
I'm.
It's nice to meet you, Beatrix.
It's nice to meet you as well, Pippi. I'm Pippi Riverstone. Pippi Riverstone. You were here about a decade ago, right?
Yes.
You're the one. You're PR, and she'll point to the place on the bed where PR is carved into the baseboard.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
going around and reading all of the old records of who used to stay in these rooms. Pippi Riverstone. That's right.
Oh.
You were a gnome. You specialized in musical theory and in enchantment theory or divination. No, it's enchantment. It's
Enchantment.
enchantment and bardic illusions. Bardic illusions. That's right. You're the musician.
Yeah.
I'm something of a lore keeper around here.
I'm honored that you would read up on us.
Who else?
Don't forget to carve your initials in here.
I know that's against the rules. That's against the rules. I know.
Do it anyway.
I would never. I'm head girl. I have to set a good example to the rest. All right, and the rest of you,
No.
I would know.
Weird secret.
Lucky and Kaylin, what are you doing? Are you just kind of walking down the hall at this point?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's just like, kind of puttering around, checking to see if
What's changed?
I was probably going to follow down behind the others because I have a feeling that they probably forget their students here still.
Yeah.
And then was going to try and find the teachers' quarters and find unoccupied rooms to use.
Yeah. If
Sound-
Kaylin says anything when Lucky starts like looking around and looking like she's about to wander off absently, then Lucky will just tail after her and follow her.
I'll just call after Lucky. Just reminder there are students still, and they'll probably be sleeping at this time of night.
Why? Who sleeps at night?
Yeah. Ask
A
me
lot
how
of
I know.
people do.
A lot of people would try to sleep if you'd actually be quiet. You'll hear come from behind one of the doors, and the door is going to crank open, and a young dwarf girl with long blonde hair pulled up into a huge bun at the back of her head is going to glare out of her room. She's basically wearing like jeans and a t-shirt, like canvas slacks and a long t-shirt that's probably a hand-me-down from a human. It's kind of tied off at her hips. Ah, and who do we have here making a big racket in the middle of the night? Don't you know it's almost 10 bells?
It's rude not to introduce yourself first.
I wasn't keeping
Ah, it's
track
rude
of time.
to bring someone. I was trying to read my books. I've got a lesson tomorrow. At least I would if we had any teachers.
Well, as we were out late trying to work on that, that is why we're coming back late.
Ah, so you're the new teachers.
If you were asleep, you wouldn't have heard us come in.
I didn't say I was sleeping. I said I was reading.
Yeah.
Aye. Well, Puss in Boots, I'd also remind you not to wear your shoes inside of the house. I have to clean this carpet, you know.
I'm not wearing boots. Your
Hey, what do you-
observation skills are lacking.
Did you at least wipe your bloody paws?
Of course I did. I'm not some sort of animal.
Well, technically we're all some sort of... Actually, no, that wouldn't be a her thing. That would be a Beatrix thing. Technically we're all some sort of animal. I mean, some of us closer than others, but that's... Ooh, no, that's not what I meant, that's not what I meant. That's not... actually...
It's okay.
Make me an intelligence roll.
Lucky?
Lucky, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lucky.
I rolled a 1.
Cool.
A -2.
Oh.
All right, so
Oh.
Sophia, you'll actually, when you come down later, you'll know the dwarf.
I will? Oh,
Yeah,
probably.
she's been there about 15 years.
Yeah.
So I don't actually know
Oh,
if
I
she...
would probably know her too then, actually.
Yeah, but you forgot.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
'Cause you rolled a 1.
You just rolled a 1
Yours all
with a -2. You don't know nothing.
You're very confused. Who are you? Why are you in my house?
Who am I? Why am I in this house?
Dwarf girl's name is...
Dwarf girl's name is... Lucky Sixpence. Stop causing trouble, or I swear to cripes, I'll mash your head in the wall if my name isn't Vistra Stonemantle.
What was her name?
That was a name.
Vistra Stonemantle.
Stonemantle.
Is your name Vistra Stone?
Hi, my name's Vistra Stonemantle.
Okay, don't worry.
Very. Do I get along with this person? It sounds like I would.
Yeah, she's very greedy and is known for
Yeah.
spying on people, so yes.
Yep.
Ooh. Sounds like your protege.
I mean...
Well, she's technically at least 3 times older than Sophia, I think.
Yeah.
Let me just check
I'm more
my...
her protege.
Let me check my dwarf chart.
fine.
Actually,
Dwarves... Oh,
Failed
actually,
protege?
actually, you know, she would have been here about 5... She would have been coming right when Lucky was leaving. Dwarves hit adulthood technically at 18 according to this chart. I think it's probably closer to like 50 to be honest, but basically, Lucky you didn't know her very well.
Okay, that's fair.
I disagree with this chart now that I look at it more closely.
Oh dear.
Sounds like it.
I will just raise an eyebrow and I'm Kaylin Anastasia.
Oh, that's a nice fancy name, isn't it?
What? Like Vistra
So fancier than
Stonemantle?
Stonemantle.
The Stonemantle clan is a proud and long-lineaged group of dwarves that are known for our great heroics.
You could try making a name for yourself and not
Oh.
riding your ancestors' coattails.
Aye, and you could probably find a scratching post.
I did. Haven't you seen the school?
Oh, this is your fault then. I'll take a donation.
I'm bankrolling this place.
Then we're all doomed.
Well, with how much debt the house is in.
What do you mean the house is in debt? What do you mean the house is in debt? You'll hear echoed from Beatrix as Vistra says it. And then from down the hall, in a weird mishmash of both of their voices, you'll hear an, like, basically they both say it at the same time. And then you'll hear them both say it at the same time again, further down the hall from the direction you came from.
There's a
Say-
weird echo
Hey,
here.
what's that?
Oh, that's just Belle.
remember
Belle,
that echo.
come out. Belle, come out.
Oh no.
Oh no. And you'll hear down the hall, "Ooh, bad cat, bad cat," in an old man's gruff voice.
When did Gummy come in?
I don't think he did.
Summary?
Yeah, Gummy.
He didn't.
Summary. Gummy?
He didn't. Echoes down the hall.
Yeah, she's called Belle because she echoes.
Can I get, if you're looking down the hall for someone, go ahead and give me a perception roll. Okay, good job, Belle.
9.
21.
21. Pippi?
I think I already know what this is,
16.
but
Oh, out of character, I
16?
know.
16.
Down the hall, hiding behind. So you two can't see anything, but you can hear where it's coming from. Pippi, you get a sense of what is probably happening here. That the perfect mimicry just sounds a little too on the
Yeah.
nose. Kaylin, you will see a small a small kenku, crouched behind a grandfather clock, hiding very well.
I have an important question.
Yes.
Does this little Kenku have like gray chick plumage?
Oh, this is very important. I'm gonna roll a d20 to find out. Yes. Mostly just around like here though, like right around like the neck,
Yeah.
and like a little bit of an undercoat. Most of it's black.
Very cute, very cute.
She's very cute. Her name's Big Belle. She's a 14-year-old Kenku, or maybe 14-year equivalent. Someone look up Kenku age, Kenku lifespan. And you know what? I've got a monster manual right here. You just keep going. I've got Volos. So, you have met 3 of the students.
Out of character, how many students? 5 total? Okay.
There were 5 students. All right. Oh. I found my notes for generic that I was looking for inside of Volos.
Ah, handy.
Well, that's always handy. That's great. All right. So as you are talking to these people, basically you take a couple of minutes. Big Belle's not really willing to come out and talk, and actually, if you address her again, she's going to go and hide. Which to most of you is just going to look like a shadow darting along the wall. Vistra is going to get fed up with you in about 30 seconds and say, "Aye, well, let's talk in the morning, all right?" Slam.
Yeah, that checks out.
And Beatrix will look over you and say, you're Kaylin. I forgot your last name. It's Valderis? Valderis?
Anastasia.
Anastasia. No, who's Valderis? Am I? So then you are Lucky Sixpence. You're Lucky Sixpence. You're the tabaxi that was staying here not that long ago, right? Right? That was before me, but it was pretty close afterwards.
Was there another Tabaxi that's supposed to be here at some point?
90-ish years ago, yeah.
Oh, weird. Okay,
Wow.
strange.
This place is kind of a haven for the weirdos. Not that you're weird, but I mean, just not the non-human. I mean, it's not. We're not
We
all.
understand.
It makes sense.
We're all weird. It's fine.
We get it.
But you should probably go back to bed. We'll be able to talk with you all in the morning. Sorry for disturbing you by coming in so
Beatrix?
late.
Beatrix, do you
No,
know
if
of
any
any
of the teachers are still
empty
in
rooms that we could use?
Yeah, none of the teachers' rooms are still available. They're just the ones that are down the hall and the
Awesome.
other wing.
Okay,
Lucky's
good.
gonna give a very
Fantastic,
dramatic
thank you.
yawn, showing
you.
lots of teeth, like cats do.
Oh wow, they're so tiny, except for
Yeah.
the ones at the front.
That's lucky. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, good night. And as she
night,
turns
sleep
to go
well.
away, you'll notice that
Good
she
night,
heads.
Beatrix.
She heads back to bed, and as she shuts her door, so actually that means the bell's about 10 years old because they mature at age 12.
Mhm.
Okay. She looks like she walks with a pretty significant limp.
Who? Beatrix?
Beatrix.
Okay.
She's reminding me of a character from Guild Wars right now.
Everything reminds you of a character from Guild Wars.
That's a
Good.
fact.
Reminds
Everybody
me
at
of
some point is a
Tiny.
character on Guild Wars.
You know, she reminds me of Tiny, who's so good and who
Hmm.
has like a degenerative disease or something, so she limps a lot. But she's like a
Aww.
All right.
expert.
Oh, well, I rolled it, so great. So before game, I had you all roll to see which characters would actually be in attendance.
Mhm.
Okay.
And you all
Okay.
rolled the same numbers. Yeah. So I just rolled for the other two that are here.
Weird.
You'll be able to see
Nice.
that you rolled 5, which is Beatrix. So she just got a lot more personality. All right. So
Wow.
you'll be able to make your way down to the teachers' quarters and start finding your own little nooks. They're fairly large. Now, but as you're doing that, up in the attic area, the door will creak open, and Sophia will find some time to herself up there. This room looks like it was probably most recently used as a storage facility. There are large gaps on the floor where there had been crates collecting dust. Basically, large large swaths of dust has been cleared in square and furniture-shaped patterns. But well, that dice is gone forever. All right. Hold on, gotta level up to. There we go. But you will find that there is an old rickety sofa that you can sit on.
Now I'm gonna lean at the on a windowsill, just
Give you
to
a sofa.
take in
All right.
the
Dramatically.
dramatically.
Ambiance.
No, to take in Grey Neighbor, because I genuinely have not been here since I left.
You. It's the smell of the sea air wafting in that catches you the hardest.
Really never thought I'd be back here.
Grey Neighbor is an immense area, and actually you're on the edge of it. Like, you're pretty far away from the water comparatively.
Yep.
But the way that the light hits the water and the way that it banks off of there's something beautiful about this area. The property values would be great if it didn't have people living in it.
That's awful of you to say.
It's
I
the
love
fact.
it.
This is a very gentrified town. And from where you are looking around, you can see Grey Neighbor, and there to the east, pardon me, to the west of your location, you can see the tremendous pit that is the Downs and the numerous fires lit inside to try to cast some light on the cavernous depths.
Yeah.
A voice coils around the back of your mind. You seem
You have-
pensive.
Yeah. You have timing.
Between the ticks. That's what I was talking about earlier.
Let's not talk philosophy. I never understand what you're talking about.
What would you like to talk about? I get the sense that you wanted to have some time alone with me.
You know, I'm never without you, so that's very rarely the case. Sorry, Brand, you're not that special. Especially than me, anyway.
That wouldn't be hard.
Nope, it really wouldn't. How the shit are we supposed to make something out of this?
What do you mean?
Well, I can't very well do anything for you if I'm doing this. Does this work for you?
For now.
Okay. You're gonna say something when that changes. Right?
You're not a psychic.
No, I'm not, and as much as you live in my head, I can't read your mind.
I can read yours.
I know. It's frustrating.
Why do you try like this? It's strange. The amount of effort that you put into being... You feel words pulled from your mind as he tries to find the right... Too cool? Why the posturing?
That's all I've got. You notice they're all basically long-lived, super-powered badasses, right?
If I'm not mistaken, Tabaxi have shorter lifespans than you.
Yeah, they probably do, but they're really good at climbing things.
Sure, but she's really dumb. She probably has a much shorter lifespan.
Hey, that's my friend! Be nice.
If she's your friend, maybe
Only
you should
dumb in that role.
spend some time with her. Unless you wanted to talk about something. What was so bad about Grey Naver?
Everything. Absolutely everything. It doesn't look that way. It's a beautiful place on the surface from above. But I'm not from above it.
Strange.
You have access to my memories. Why do you need to be told?
I don't delve in without permission.
Well, that's a first. I was abandoned here. I starved here. I only found you because I lived here. Probably the only good thing that came of it all.
You didn't starve here. You starved there.
Yeah.
But
Plus,
it seems to me
not a good
that-
crime scene. Just gonna put that out there. Not friends of mine.
It seems now, though. You come from here.
Yeah.
No, you come from this house.
Yeah.
From where you are right now, sure looks like you're looking down on things.
In the moment, let's hope it keeps it that way.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
What subject are you going to teach?
What can I teach? Picking locks?
Sure.
I don't
I
have
mean-
a skill set for this.
Not charm, obviously.
Absolutely not charm. Seduction, maybe. Intimidation, definitely. Not much else.
Bargaining with infernal powers.
I think I lost that bargain.
Still,
Remember?
who's infernal? I'm going to sleep now. Wake me if you need me.
Yep, exactly. I did not get the better end of this deal. Oh, man. But that's
You're
okay.
alive.
I am alive. Wait. No, yeah, that works. Works for now.
Until it doesn't.
Yep. You said you were sleeping? Does that mean I get my own mind for 5 minutes?
You can have it for 6.
Generous.
You'll feel a chill recede. But now the only chill is the bit of cracked breeze that's... Pardon me, the little bit of breeze that's issued through a crack in the window.
Yep, stay above it. Stay above. That's all we can do.
Now, is anybody else doing anything before they go to sleep?
Lucky wants to find somewhere she can climb and that is small that people can't reach her.
All right, you can easily climb out the window onto the roof.
Okay, she's probably done this a lot.
True.
There's probably like a very distinctive set of claw marks that she's followed.
There are, actually. So climbing up to the roof.
She probably has to evict some birds.
True. Can you
And by
give me-
evict, you mean eat?
Are you going to just snoop around? Are you going to just snoop around
Yeah,
this,
that's what
the
you do.
roofs? Okay, then what I need you to do is make me an investigation roll just to see what you can find as you're going around.
Cool, I have a -2 to investigation. 4. So it's a 2.
Okay.
Oh, honey, not so lucky today.
Oh my god. Yeah, you really don't need minuses with the way you roll sometimes, Amy.
Okay. So you're more focused on climbing, but you'll see that there is one other light that's on in the house on the second floor. It's hard enough to reach, though, that you'd risk falling if you went over to visit it.
Of course,
But-
she's gonna risk it.
Okay. All right. So heading over there.
She has
Are you,
faith in her climbing abilities.
are you trying to be stealthy?
No,
Okay.
actually, yeah, she
Okay.
is.
All right. Make me a stealth roll then.
Nat 20.
Thank God.
It's a 26.
All right.
Your rolling is just so
It's great. It's so
all
thematically
over the
correct.
place.
God.
You're damn
yeah.
me either. You don't see me, not seeing you.
All right. You are going to see that there is. There's a room just like any other. In fact, you remember the girl that used to stay in this room was named like Briette or something like that. She was a halfling. This was right when you were there. She left just slightly before you.
She's
And
great.
she was Brie, yeah, cheesy. No, that's a furball, you know. So as you sweep down, you will see that the person that is in that room now, it's the bed has bits of mismatched cloth hanging from it like a four-poster bed, attached to the ceiling with pegs. And there's a girl inside of the room in a long, flowing nightgown that is sitting at a cheap, looks like handmade vanity.
Does it look like an IKEA vanity?
It looks like it's definitely a gnomish vanity.
Oh, okay.
From, I need an IKEA ripoff. You know what? It's from Gnome and Garden.
That sounds awesome.
And she's just
Better gnomes and gardens.
Better Gnomes and Gardens, yeah. Staring at the mirror, looking at herself in the reflection. You can see that even in the low light of the room, there's only a single candle lit over on the vanity. She has gray skin.
Huh.
And her hair is in long, thick dreadlock ropes of brown, with a strange pattern down each dreadlock, almost like diamonds.
Weird.
She rubs something into her face. It looks like a nightly routine, some creams or oils, and rubs them up her arms. And as you're dangling in, she'll turn and start to rub them onto her neck on the
She's
side,
probably looking upside down through the window.
massaging them into the skin there. And as she does, you'll see the dreadlocks shift and raise up to give her access to her neck.
What?
Make me a perception roll.
Perception I can do.
You can.
Probably. Maybe.
Good. We'll see.
22.
Her dreadlocks will shift independently and begin to curl up away from her flesh. And that's when you notice that they're not dreadlocks, but small brown snakes.
Mm-hmm.
The diamond patterns are black and white that dance down their length. And they will look around and flit their tongues out into the air as she continues her nightly routine.
What do I know about these?
Make me a Arcana roll.
Oh, my favorite!
It's your favorite.
Well, actually, not as bad as it could have been. It's gonna be an 11.
An 11? You've heard
Oh,
stories
not
of...
bad.
That's enough to have heard stories about Medusa, or Medusae. What you know is that they have a stoning gaze.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you have about as much knowledge as anybody who's ever heard of Greek myth.
Okay. Okay.
That they can turn people to stone. They're at 11. I'll give it to you that they're definitely, those snakes are real and are venomous usually.
That's so cool.
And you're probably really lucky you didn't startle her. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Mm.
Lucky's
It's more like a moose.
gonna knock on the window. Hello?
Who's there? She'll turn and grab the back of her nightgown, where you can see that it's hooded, which she will pull up around the snakes.
Oh, cool.
And she'll turn and look at the window, grabbing a mirror that is laying on the side of the vanity. It looks like a cheap copper mirror, but the handle tapers into a wicked point.
Cool.
And she'll turn and kind of just hold it and look at the window. And that's when you can see that she has slitted red eyes.
Neat.
Who are you and why are you hanging from my window? I will scream.
Oh, sorry. I'm just getting a lay of the land now that I'm back.
That doesn't
Lucky.
answer my question. What?
I'm lucky.
Yeah, you're really... Lucky sixpence. You're one of the ones that Gomery was talking about earlier.
Yeah, it seems Gummy talks a lot.
Please don't look into my window without my permission. It's kind of rude. I don't know if that's something that you were taught when you were here.
They tried to teach me a lot of things. Most of it didn't stick.
Well, I don't let Big Bell do it, and I'm not going to let you do it.
Oh, noted. Question. Do you ever accidentally bite yourself?
No.
Is it dangerous if you do?
Are you asking such weird questions?
Let me just check. I
Checks out, actually.
I actually don't know that. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure they have poison resistance.
I think that's probably the best moment of roleplay I've seen in a long time.
We'll let you know. Remind you, Lucky's first personality trait. I ask a lot of questions.
Oh, she's so cute. Oh my god.
If it happened, it wouldn't be good.
And I hope it doesn't happen.
Are you asking if I'm venomous, poisonous, toxic?
No, I'm just wondering if you ever get hurt.
We all
Because
get
that
hurt
would be
sometimes.
I mean, I've definitely scratched myself with my claws, so like, hey. You should see, one time I got this nasty scratch. I was trying to like get this bug that was going at it, and
Should
I
you
just
be doing
missed
that while
it.
you're dangling from my windowsill? You're going to fall, and you're right above the spikes.
I am, so I am.
Can we talk in the morning?
Yeah. It was nice to meet you.
Benevolence. My name is Benevolence.
It's a nice name.
Okay.
Lucky's alright too.
Thanks. I didn't pick it.
I didn't pick mine either.
Well, that's one thing we have in common.
Oh my god, you're so cute.
Good night, Lucky. And she'll pull the curtains closed.
Good night.
Alright. Is anyone else doing anything with the night? You go and scout the city out from above, doing your Catwoman thing.
So cute. Oh my god, I can't even.
Lucky will never
Oh.
speak of this.
Nope, probably not, but oh man. So cute.
All right.
So
Alright, guys, so I think this is probably a good time. Let's take a 5-minute bathroom break
oh.
as you all get ready to go to bed. So we'll be right back in just a moment. See you in a minute. Hello and welcome back to the Secret of Hexador House, Episode 2. Now, after you go and spend a night in the sparsely furnished teacher's accommodations, you will find that morning comes surprisingly quickly. What is supposed to be a brief nap for all of you except for the elf turns into a full 9-hour slumber. And you are going to be awakened by the rapping of someone on your door as they walk down the hall on each of your doors in sequence. Kaylin, you only trance for, I believe, 4 hours a night?
Yeah, so I would have just been probably working on my own research for most of that time then.
All right, and so you'll get the knock at your door as well, and Gomery will say, breakfast is on the tables downstairs. If you're hungry. If you're not hungry, I'll just put it in the chill box.
Thank you.
Also, come, I'll be down in the main quarters. Find me when you're dressed and decent.
I will be opening the door at that point and go, oh, I've been up for hours.
I didn't want to disturb you, lady. I know that you like to... I know that you like to do your readings. You wizard
Not
tapes.
a problem.
I was informed that you would be trying to get the school back up and running.
Yeah, we're working on taking jobs to raise the money needed.
Jobs?
Yes.
Oh,
And I
to
suppose
pay-
we'll have to talk with potential teachers again.
Tell you what, give me just a moment. I'll come find you downstairs when you're getting food. I'll be back.
Certainly. And I'll put my stuff away and head down.
Okay. So heading down to the main floor, you will find that the kitchen and dining room are very next to each other. Very next to each other. That's a thing people say, Kelly.
No.
Let's just make it a thing. Problem solved.
Very next to each other. So they are just to the left of the main entrance. And as you go inside, you will see that there are 4 girls sitting and eating breakfast that mostly consists of porridge, bread, and a little bit of linked sausage that's been fried up. And they, of course, are. You will see Vistra Stonemantle, a young blonde dwarven girl. And they're dressed in their actual day-to-day outfits now, which are dark-colored, not identical uniforms, but probably close to identical. Some of them are faded out to kind of a dull midnight gray or charcoal, but they're all kind of dressed in similar styles of skirts and robes. You will see, which is very funny on one of them, you'll see that there is a girl who has a long hood that she is wearing, her gray chin being the only thing that's jutting out while she eats. There is, of course, Beatrix, who is sitting at the head of the table, eating and reading a book while she does so. You can see that one of her legs has a metal brace running along it. And there is a small cane leaning up against next to her chair. And finally, there is a adolescently feathered but mostly black raven person, a kenku, sitting and doing her best and failing at using a spoon.
Oh.
Alright. I will walk in and... Good morning.
Good morning. Your voice echoes back at you. Good morning, everyone. Beatrix stands up. You can hear the click-clack of her brace as her knee extends. Everyone, good morning. And the rest of them sleepily will chime in, good morning. With the exception, of course, Big Bell, who chimes in with good morning in the exact same voice.
I will just kind of... It's alright. Sit down.
Oh
Good
my
morning,
god,
all.
they're so cute. I don't think I was ever
Please
this
enjoy
cute.
your breakfast.
They're so cute. I said that out loud. Oh shit. I'm honest in the morning. Go figure.
Go figure. You'll hear your voice chime out a bell.
You, I don't know. Vistra, you're still here.
Oh, yeah, I'm still here. Where else would I be?
Good point.
Here for at least another year.
At
Then-
least.
Aye, and then I'm going back to reclaim my mountain stronghold. My family are kings and queens and dukes and duchesses.
Which stronghold?
Stone Mantle!
And where is it?
To the south. Outside of this damn city, across the wastes.
There you go. Okay, good. She does geography
Aye.
lesson, guys. Come on.
Aye, and I'll take it. I'm a transmuter. I'll be able to hook up with a caravan. They could probably use me if one of the wheels breaks. Boom! It's back on.
Yep.
They're trying to sell some iron. Boom! It's gold.
Yeah, that one's illegal.
Yeah.
I would know.
Oh yeah, until it wears off, it's not.
Touche.
Essentially, you don't get a reputation for being well known.
You know what? If
You're
you're
not
buying,
supposed to be like me.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure I'm older
Okay.
than you. I think you're being like me.
Legally, yes.
Fair enough.
Except for that one of us is already. You know what? I shouldn't say this in front of. Never mind.
No.
Honest in the morning. God damn it.
I have a feeling I'm going to be the only responsible teacher.
What's responsible?
Like,
Not you.
Why?
Beatrix
People
will.
wander in, like, yawning and, like, barely wearing clothing.
Beatrix, it's your morning. Can you grab the rest of the food? Yes.
Their bacon.
no.
Sorry, Beatrix will say benevolence. Benevolence will go into the... So the hooded girl will stand up, go to the kitchen, and come back with 2 plates, set them down, and then return with another 2 plates for you. You'll see that it's porridge and sausage with a small loaf of bread.
Well,
I
at least
will
can live
nod
with
and
some-
say thank you.
Lovely.
Thank
Oh,
you,
I
benevolence.
forgot the
Thank
butter
you.
crock, and she'll go back and grab more butter for you.
You are
And
very
I'll-
kind.
I'll go. I don't believe we've been introduced yet. Beatrix said benevolence? Is that your name?
She doesn't look at you when she talks. She keeps her eyes mostly on the ground.
Do I
but-
catch enough of a glimpse of what she is to guess?
Why don't you guys give me perception rolls? And Sophia, what?
I would remember benevolence, right? I've been here in like the last 4 years.
Let's find out. Because I actually
21.
She was a late
perception.
edition, so let's see. She was here how many years ago? Let's roll a d8.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay, yeah,
16. I
you
think I make it.
very vaguely. You did not spend much time with her. She wasn't really
Probably
social.
not. Sounds like she's more the playing by the rules type.
She's the goth introvert.
Wait, I thought that was no. I'm not an introvert. Never mind.
You're the goth extrovert.
Yeah, I'm the opposite end of the spectrum. Woo, we're all goth. It's
All right, so
fine.
everybody, what'd you get on your perception?
21.
16.
And lucky you already saw.
16.
So Kaylin and Pippi, as you're looking, you'll see that there is a slight writhing around her neck, and a snake is going to quickly look out, flick its tongue, and
Peek out.
yep, basically just arc back in.
All right. Do I recognize what that is?
It's very surprising to you, but yes, with your score, you'll recognize that this girl is a young Medusa, which is incredibly weird. Because make me an Arcana check.
Okay. 21
Are we
again.
calling them Medusa, not Gorgons?
Nope, she's listed as a Medusa.
Interesting.
Specifically in
Medusa have the hair. Gorgon have the tail.
Do they?
I believe that's the difference.
I think that's what it is in 5e. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on G. I can just check there real quick. Grell, Golem. Oh, Gorgons? No, remember Gorgons in 5e are giant mechanical bulls.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Weird.
Oh, they're
Okay.
so weird.
It's definitely weird. So
Ugh.
Medusa are normally not born that way. They're normally transmogrified. Yeah, they're normally cursed. They're also functionally immortal.
Okay.
That's what makes benevolence super cute.
And they
Forever.
normally desire eternal beauty. But who knows? There could be some extenuating circumstances.
Okay.
It sounds
She hasn't figured out that she
Definitely.
is beautiful. I like the snakes.
Yeah.
It's like having Mind Spike, but dozens and all the time.
And
Well, I will.
They probably eat
Pleasure
roast beef
to meet
too.
you. I'm Kaylin Anastasia.
Benevolence, pleasure to meet you.
Okay, table count. There's us.
Mhm.
Isn't there supposed to be 5? Yeah, we're short of body.
Oh.
Mm. Mhm.
That's...
Please don't
I
say
mean,
short of body. That could mean anything.
I mean, in this day and age, it could mean anything. Weirder
Yeah.
things have happened. I definitely know a guy. He's definitely legally dead. If you looked at him, you would think that too, but he's not.
I don't have any problems with dead people.
Dead people are fine.
I think
Eh,
we
I'll
might
do
be
nothing.
jumping
Dead
to
people.
some
Maybe one of our students is a lich.
erroneous conclusions.
I wish.
I will
That'd
look
be
at the
so
students and
Is
raise
any
an
of our
eyebrow.
students a lich?
No, you're probably thinking about pardon me, you're probably thinking about Ella. Ella went Ella has a habit of she runs away a lot.
Oh. Should we go
Oh.
find her? Is she missing right now? Because I feel like that's the responsible adult thing to do.
Will she
Yeah.
come back if left alone?
Usually.
I always
she's
did.
Look, she's a big crybaby. She's only 10. She's a big crybaby. All right? I was
She's
not a
only
crybaby when
10?
I was 10.
I was.
Yep, I super was. Should we be finding missing 10-year-old? That seems like a problem.
Look, if she's not back by night, maybe. She probably just ran away in the morning. Or she's hiding in her room.
When
She
did
isn't
she
in her room. I
leave?
checked. No, she probably left in the middle of
When
the
did she
night. That's
left?
when she usually does.
Can I ask what race she is?
That's a little racist of you.
Mhm.
Could
Well,
You need to know what she
describe
looks
her for
like.
us?
More how concerned I should be about 10 years old versus.
Yeah, that's true. Kenku would probably be okay. Wouldn't you, sweetheart?
Now, she's a special case, isn't she?
Oh, she's so
she's-
cute.
She's going... she's one of them touchy good thingies.
Say again.
Oh, I don't know. The
Mhm.
the Celesti thingies.
ASMR?
She's an SMR, yes. Beatrice says.
We have feathers too.
Okay then.
No.
Yeah, we have to go find the 10-year-old. Just putting that out there for
She's
my
probably protected
friends.
by divine something or other,
And
right?
she's not 10.
Tends
She's
not to mean much.
and she's not 10, she's 12. And if any of you are crybabies at 12, you deserve to have your ass spanked.
I
You
was a
do
crybaby
recall
at 12.
us, me, you know what? Never mind. You're probably
Aye,
getting
and I
enough
would have
fights too.
spanked your ass.
Yeah, you did.
I could spank it right now.
Mhm.
No.
You're not that much older than me.
After breakfast.
I'm younger than you.
Aye, but you don't look that much older than me.
What the hell's that got to do with it? You know what?
You're-
After breakfast.
We argue too much, Vestra. We're on the same side, and we're on.
It's true.
No. No.
Well, it's been a few years. You're already starting to get those wrinkles under your eyes. What are they called?
Yeah,
Crow's
of
feet?
course.
No offense. No offense, Belle.
You should be no anti-crow language. Behave.
Behave.
Nah, no, I'm not good
Yeah.
at that actually.
Don't-
No,
don't
we
need
need to
it
go
from
find the
both of you.
10-year-old. You said her name was Ella.
Aye, if she's not back
Well-
tonight, just let her find. Look, she still thinks her parents want her back.
Oh Christ.
Oh.
No one's parents ever want
Do
them
her
back.
parents not want her back?
Of course not. A pair of humans giving birth to one of those.
We better go find her.
I need to
Alright.
find the
It's gonna
10-year-old.
be a tough
Sorry,
one for her.
12-year-old.
Look,
Child
during the
birth,
day, there's nothing wrong out there.
There's plenty wrong out there.
Thank you, Lucky.
Streets are
Yeah.
filled with dangerous things like dustpans.
And
And brooms.
holes in the ground.
That too.
She's our ward. Yes, she's our ward. She's our student. We need to go look for her.
Okay.
The front door will open, and Gomery will enter. All right, good. Oh, good. You did come down for breakfast. I took the liberty of heading over to the guild, and he's going to set a parchment down on the table. These are all of the active contracts that are eligible for you.
Excellent.
Wow.
Thank you.
Looks like only
That's-
3 right now.
Not
Okay.
many.
They're updated every day. If you'd like, I could make it part of my routine to head down and make sure that they make it down to you.
Gomery, I never thought I would say it, but thank you.
That would be fantastic. Thank
Thank
you for your
you, Gummy.
consideration.
You are a
Well-
very dependable one.
Perhaps.
You got cool when you got old.
uh,
Or when I got old, I guess.
I think that's
Wait.
probably the apt circumstance, Miss Sophia. You'll
No,
understand.
miss. I will always be a naughty little shit.
I promise there is no missing Sophia. And
Watch your
Look-
language, Sophia. We're in front of children.
They're gonna learn it from me, or they're gonna learn it from the street. Either way,
The street would be a better educator.
that is also true.
Miss Kaylin, did I overheard on the way in that Ella's gone wayward again?
That's what we've been told. Have you seen anything?
She usually sneaks off when I'm asleep. If you'd like, what I can do after, if you set the girls to cleaning the house, I can go inquire around and see if anyone who normally tattles. Yeah, people coughing in the street. It's quite loud.
Yeah.
If
Here's a real question for you, Gomery, because I suddenly have a lot more respect for you than I ever did when I was an idiot teenager.
Because you have responsibilities now.
Nope. It's decidedly not that.
Okay.
Is there a place
Just
that...
maturity.
What was her name? You said Ella. You said Ella.
Ella,
Is there a place that Ella goes that you know of?
there
Because
are
I
a
know
few
you knew where all
places.
my hiding places were.
Yeah, I knew all of your hiding places on the property.
Yeah, that's basically all I had.
This is the 4th time that she's ran away. I can make some inquiries, but I probably won't be able to turn anything up until this afternoon.
Okay.
But while you're doing that, though, I would direct you, Miss Kaylin, to our discussion last night, because presently I am the only faculty present here.
What does that
We
mean?
need to fix that.
Take a look.
There's no teachers.
We have no
Oh,
teachers.
that's a
They're it.
problem.
Glancing down at the parchment in front of you, you can see that there are 3 jobs that are listed in the local area for adventurers of your level in the guild. The first is that there is a fugitive. A murderer has escaped down into the downs and has a 200 gold bounty on his head.
Can we do that one? That one looks like fun.
Let's just hear the other 3 first,
There
and then
is
decide.
there is a contract for some extracurricular negotiation for individuals with flexible boundaries.
What does
Okay.
that mean?
And
Payment is...
payment for that is 100 gold and
Okay.
10% of future proceeds.
Oh,
Please inquire at, and it gives the location of a local sporting arena.
What does that mean?
questionably legal. Next.
And then finally, wanted. People to act as bodyguards during a... Oh god, hold on, let me pontificate this one. Hold on. Wanted. Enterprising individuals of great fortitude wanted to help a magi procure samples from beyond. Must be eligible bodyguards and level 2 guild members to even apply. By the way, after you've done your first mission, you're now level 2 guild members.
Convenient.
Payment.
All payment for that is 150 gold pieces. All
Sounds
inquiries,
slightly easier.
please contact, and it gives the address of one Paxton Blackwell, former teacher.
Yeah, that.
Not one of our teachers.
That's your conjuration teacher.
Oh.
Hate to say it, but going middle road here seems like the wisest thing to do because I don't really think we're up to snuff to hunt down a murderer in the Downs. No offense, guys, but most of you are legally law-abiding citizens. It's kind of not your area.
Yeah,
And we need to go speak to teachers anyways.
Yeah. And I don't really want to get
Birds.
mixed up in sporting arenas. I don't know about you guys, but like
Mm-mm.
I'm questionable at best, and they are more than that.
Let's try and follow up with this one. Maybe we can convince him to come back.
Mr. Blackwell.
That would be nice.
Oh dear. Yeah. It would be great if he did. If not, bodyguarding is simple.
Here's a question out of character. How many of us actually remember who Blackwell is? Like,
Blackwell is
Timeline-wise.
a human who is he knows 3 of you, and Kaylin, actually make me an Arcana roll to see if you know him, because you are both professionals of the wizarding arts.
20. Unnat.
All right, Paxton Blackwell is a noted conjurer. He is a wizard of the. He is a wizard of the 4th circle, meaning that he has the ability to cast 4th level spells.
Okay.
And is quite known for being a prideful man. He's very good. He's very gruff, and he knows he's good, and he expects the best from his students. If any of you did any conjuration training, you know that he was not. He's basically like he's a big
He's
bearded
McGonagall.
McGonagall.
nice.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right.
Yeah,
His
That would
address
have
is
been passing.
Once they realize Lucky had no aptitude for magic at all, probably no.
Well, I think, Gomri, your suggestion is probably best if we follow up on this, and if you can see what you can find out for Ella, that we can hopefully follow up and get her
Very
back safe.
minimum, bring her home.
Oh, get
And
that on
I'll turn to the
combat.
other girls and ask what is the usual chores that they handle, etc.
Cleaning, preparing, getting dinner ready, and organizing the various spell components, things like that, ma'am. Beatrix says.
Here's some practical world bit. Let's see if any of you can find a book with some reasonably up-to-date maps in it. I'm not pointing that at you, Vistra. I know you know where Stone Mantle is.
I know where everything is. I'm a genius.
Cool. Can you show everybody else that?
No.
Oh my god, you're awful. You're not gonna help your friends study? Never
What
mind.
friends?
Oh, come on.
I don't see any friends here.
Everyone needs friends, Vistra.
I
Even I've
have
got
friends. Just don't have them in this house.
Why not?
I thought how much I liked you. Blows my mind. Okay.
Must have been a
Blackwell.
small blow.
Ugh.
All right.
Did
All right, but I'll
someone
show them where
Continue
things
with
are.
that, then.
You could tell them everything about Stone Mantle. There you go. You like that.
Oh, well, there's a story worth talking about.
Let's get them
Well,
some
actually-
education on dwarves, guys.
While we're eating,
Lucky grabbed another
Kaylin's going to
sausage.
start explaining what we know and what's going on, because they live here. They have just as much right to know that it's basically out of money. I'll explain the debt, how much it is, and what we're doing to try and fix it so that they don't lose the roof over their head. But that they
That's-
should know what's going on.
That's quite a lot of money.
Yeah,
I don't know how that happened.
Is it
It was
is it a
certainly
drow thing that children need to be aware of adult money problems? Just a question.
No, it's a frickin' common sense, Safia.
They're 12.
So,
Okay, Vistra's
They live
not,
here.
but that's like one person.
if they're going to
That's-
potentially get kicked out if we can't raise money,
Eh,
they should
Might
have
as
at least a
well know
mental
why.
preparation to
I'm
know
sorry,
that that
you're
could happen.
12 and know it.
Someone's breathing into the mic a lot.
Me?
I don't know. Someone. Maybe you.
Probably me.
Okay. Just adjust it a little. You keep blowing into it.
Yeah, that's because I'm doing a lot of.
Maybe do one of these.
Blowing in your ear.
That's a little
My
sensual.
apologies. But I think they should be aware of what's going on around them that could affect their home.
Yeah,
Ignorance is not useful in this area of town.
Ignorance is
no
never
kidding.
useful.
And I'll turn back to the students and finish laying it out of what we're planning to do and what we're trying to do to fix it.
Don't worry, no one here's going to make your job any harder for you. And once we get Ella back, we'll make sure that she's a good student.
That was delayed.
It's understandable that she doesn't understand that her parents don't want her back yet. It's something difficult to deal with. But we're working on trying to get your teachers back so that you have the best start that you can.
Good.
At least her parents didn't try and drown her in a river.
Place lucky. Time and place.
No, they just sold her, Benevolent says.
Yep. I need to find the kid.
Was
Godwin's gonna try and
Ella-
get the leads for us so that we can follow up.
He's
got a better idea of what's in the area.
I'll head out and start asking about that right now.
Was Ella close to any of the teachers in particular that she might have gone to as a mentor figure?
No, she came right at the end.
Okay.
I'll look into it though, miss. I wouldn't worry so much that... I know it sounds bad, but she does normally come back on her own.
Yeah, sounds like me.
Aye. It does kind of sound like you. Although, in
It'd be nice if
transparency...
she could.
Sorry, Pippi?
Well, I just thought it'd be nice if she knew that somebody is looking for her and wants her. Maybe that would help her.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If Gomri turns anything up, then we will go and follow it up.
I'll let
In
you
the
know as soon
meantime-
as I can. Yeah.
We might as well work on the job, see if we can take it,
Yeah.
and earn some more money.
Well, then I'll
Maybe get
head
a
off
teacher
now.
back.
Girls, get to work, and he'll turn and walk out of the house.
Thank you, Gomri.
I'll finish my food quickly and get my stuff to get ready to go out.
Definitely like him now that I'm older. That's weird.
Yeah.
Dummy's always
Well,
been
that's how
great.
growing
What are you
up
talking
works.
about?
I don't know. You know, being 10 and drug out of your hidey hole.
He takes
Yes,
after his
and-
great-great-grandfather quite a bit.
Why are you
That's how
so
you
weird
call him,
statement?
Gummy?
Yeah, she
What
does.
sort of question is that, Lucky? I'm a drow.
You
How
don't
many
ask
long
a drow
time?
how old they are.
I didn't ask how old she was.
Weird
You're now like
conversations.
desperately wanting to ask how old I am, don't you?
Yeah, she does.
Lucky will twitch her tail and just wander out. Acting
Where does
Alright.
like
Blackwell live? Does it list
totally
that?
dignified.
He lives about a mile from here, so
Okay,
pretty
let's-
easy walk.
Go get Paxton, Mr. Blackwell. Hope to God he doesn't remember me.
He'll remember you probably.
Oh God.
You
I
walk
hope
to
not.
the next location, and you see that there is it's a simple brownstone walk-up townhouse with a knocker on the door that looks like a grimacing demon's head.
That's neat.
It's
Is it
pretty
meant to
much
intimidate?
potentially. The brass is is polished to a mirror shine, and as you clack it, sorry, pardon me. It echoes throughout the house. A moment later, the door opens, and a tall man in a double-breasted suit jacket and cravat with a thick beard that's been waxed to a slight point beneath his chin, with dark black hair, a scar bisecting his forehead, cutting from top corner all the way down around his brow line, and long black hair pulled into a short ponytail at the base of his neck. Well, look out. Stare directly at Saphia and say, "You."
Oh, good Lord. I can't catch a break with any of you.
What are you doing here?
Shockingly working.
You look
I
more
will
tired than you used to.
Offer a
That's
hand.
impressive.
Paxton Blackwell?
Ah, yes, you, the researcher.
Yes, Kaylin
Kay-
Anastasia.
Anastasia, yes, of course, researcher
Yes.
Anastasia. It's been a while since I've been down to visit the university.
Yes, I hadn't seen you around for quite a while.
Are you doing quite well? Are you... I knew you were a former resident of Hexador, but what are you doing with,
Yes. Well-
Riverstone!
Yeah.
Doing well.
May we come in
hello,
to
Paxton.
explain?
Are you here
Long
about the
story.
job?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you be more
Mainly,
comfortable
actually,
if I waited outside?
hoping to talk
I
to you
don't think
about
he wants
returning
you.
as a teacher.
I
You
don't
see,
think
we
he wants you on
inherited
his front
Hexador.
porch.
Hmm.
I can
come
take
in,
a
come in.
walk. Are you,
You are,
sure?
you are here for the job?
Yes.
Yes.
Good,
We
well,
would be
come in.
interested in completing it.
And he'll let you in and shut the door behind you, latching the 3 locks that lead out into the edge of Grey Neighbor.
They said we shouldn't go after the murderer.
Not yet. One thing at a time.
What? Who was murdered?
I don't know. We're not
Haven't
doing
dug
our
it
job.
out
No, there was
Escaped murderer.
another job that they're talking about. But
Okay.
We're doing your job instead.
or we would be interested in doing your job.
Excellent. Well,
What-
are you ready to begin?
I would like to ask a few questions first, if you don't mind.
Please, are you thirsty? I do have water and juice.
Um,
I'm good.
Nothing for me. We just came from Hexador. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, we can walk and talk. Come with me. And he'll take you
Is-
into the kitchen.
And I will start trying to see, is there any way we can get you back as a teacher?
Is that the only question that you have?
No, we probably have a few more, but
Do you have any suggestions for helping
What's
Hexador
one of them?
House? I'm afraid we've inherited quite a mess.
How much do you know about the disaster he left for us?
I know that he did the best he could given the circumstances, but
What are those circumstances, and how the hell is we in so much debt?
the house is on a substantial amount of property. It's the only thing that keeps that area afloat. It's the only thing of note in that area. I'm not sure who put the lien on the house or why the taxes are so astronomically high, but upon his death it was determined that they had not been paid in quite some time. Now, a debt of that caliber would have had to accrue over almost 50 years.
So most of
Perhaps-
his life.
Most of his life, he was almost...
And most of the life that I knew him by.
most of your life, then.
All of my life. Twice my life.
He was old.
Yeah.
He was very old. If you wanted to speak to someone who actually knew... I wasn't a teacher who actually dealt with him in terms of finances, but he wasn't the type of man who wouldn't pay his bills. Speaking of which, neither am I. So here, and he'll reach into his pocket and pull out 15 platinum pieces. Paid in front. I'll leave them out here and in the kitchen. It's a very quaint little kitchen, and in the center of the room there's a large rug underneath the table. Can you please help me move this table?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Lucky
As you
will
move
do
the
so.
table, he reaches under, grabs the rug and flips it over, and you see there's a hatch that goes down into the basement. He pulls it and descends a flight of wooden stairs, and you can see that in this basement there are arcane sigils burned into the floor. There are candles everywhere along the walls. It looks like this place has been supernaturally and artificially reinforced and soundproofed. I'm going to leave your payment on the table here. And he sets it down on a little table by the base of the stairwell. Just in case you die.
Thank you.
okay.
Is this why you never got
Understandable.
mad about that rumor I started?
What
About
rumor?
you having the secret lab where you did crazy illegal experiments?
I was mad about it because no one needs to know that. It's a personal detail, but it wasn't incorrect.
I
so
didn't know
couldn't
I was
fault you.
right!
Of course. Where do you think I do my studies? Aside from when I do university classes, this is where I work.
Do I recognize anything?
Yes, these are conjuration
bless.
circles.
Seth, Never
What,
mind.
do you have any expectations of what might be coming through?
Of course, I'm about to
So I
summon a
guess it
demon.
was-
Why?
You.
Because I need components from it, and we're going to kill it and harvest it.
Brand?
All right.
That sounds fun.
Yes.
Good idea, bad idea.
He said we're going to kill the demon.
Yeah.
We kill it, good idea. It kills us, bad idea. We'll have to wait and see.
Okay, I guess we're doing it your way.
What do I know about demons?
You can make me a religion roll.
Can I also make this roll just to
You
see?
can make me a religion roll. I guess you could probably
Excellent.
make Arcana as well, to be fair.
You're the
but-
same for me.
Ooh, can I?
Sure.
10.
Cool. 18.
Cool. Demons are
Nice.
evil. Demons are better. Demons. Pardon me. Demons are worse than devils.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because demons will rip you apart. Devils will make deals with you and rip you apart long term.
Okay.
Demons are, to describe demons in a really obvious way, demons are what you fight in Doom. They're the crazed, malicious, chaotic, awful evil. You summon a demon when you want someone killed. You summon a demon when you need something done that's particularly gruesome. You summon a devil if you need finesse work.
Okay.
Summoning demons is generally very frowned upon for obvious reasons.
Okay.
Lucky pointedly not touching anything. She remembers getting yelled
More-
at for messing with runes before.
What I was hoping also to potentially know is what sort of, like, if they have any damage resistances.
Usually they need net magical weapons.
Okay. But, like, spells, any damage should be fine?
Depends on the specific creature. So each
Okay.
devil is, each demon is different. Usually, you can always ask him because he knows the exact demon he's summoning.
Okay,
was gonna
that's
say,
what I was
yeah.
going to
Sure.
go on. Okay.
All right.
Do you... Sorry, what sort... Are you summoning a particular one?
Yes, I'm
and what
summoning a
sort of
babao.
resistances?
Resistances. Of course, you'll need magical weapons. Do you have a way of enchanting your blades?
No.
I cast.
I have a way
mainly.
of enchanting it.
All
you
right.
have a
I don't know
magical
if that'll
weapon
actually check out. Hold up.
that we
Yes, I can
borrow?
cast a spell to make your magical's weapon for a short term.
Sure, that works too. Can you make my claws magical?
Ooh, that sounds fancy.
I don't know, actually. Never checked that one before. What would that be? Let's see.
I mean,
I mean,
he
I guess
probably
it's a
says-
weapon.
He will probably say something along the lines of, "No, remember what happened last time?"
That scar you have? Remember?
Look at she was messing her, trying to scratch an itch while her claws were enchanted or something bullshit like that. God damn it! What an idiot.
Okay, so who requires a magical weapon?
I do.
It would be ideal.
I do.
As it stands, I do not. We haven't got that far. Me and a friend of mine figuring out how to do that.
All right, so I can do it to two of you.
Please.
I'm fine.
You should give it to them.
As long as
first.
fire or necrotic will damage it, I'm fine.
Fire, it is a bit resistant to. Stick to necrotic.
Okay.
Fire, cold, and lightning.
Fire, cold, and lightning.
Those are the ones that you should
I have
avoid.
thunder.
Thunder is not lightning.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, my spells will work. My sword may not.
Don't like thunder damage. It's loud.
Here's the deal.
Mm.
I'm going to summon the babao. Try not to look it directly in the eyes.
Yep, definitely don't do that.
All right. Fortify your minds in any way that you can. It
I
will
will
come out swinging immediately.
Very hard about
Oh,
fighting.
great.
Pro
That's
tip, friends: stare at their chests. It's a way safer place, and you don't lose track of them. Just one-on-one combat information.
All right. Besides that, try not to damage its eyes. I need those as well as much blood as possible. Oh, that
Well, you'll
reminds.
get blood.
Don't damage the eyes.
Well,
Which
in the
of
meanwhile-
head, like clean off.
now, Kaylin, you probably know enough to know why he doesn't just cast, besides the fact that he's 4th circle. Actually, he might be 5th circle by now from last time you dealt with him. But the reason that he doesn't just cast a binding spell is that they're really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So casting casting a binding spell usually costs about 1,000 gold. And this is way, way more affordable to have you guys just kill it for 150.
Yeah.
That is fair.
All right. I'm going to make sure that it doesn't leave the circle and that it does not leave this abode. If it looks like it's going to kill all of you, I'll banish it.
So it's, but not if it's only going to kill one of us.
That's the risk we take.
Okay.
We're
Just
being
checking.
Well,
paid
here's
for
the
it.
deal. I can pull the plug early, but you're not getting paid.
Yeah, we don't want that option, guys.
Understood.
Plus, it looks good to be able to kill demons on the resume.
It does.
Just saying.
I would
the
prefer
big
that you
points.
say extraplanar entity.
I won't even bring up the fact that you were the reason I was fighting it.
You just want to have Demon Slayer on your resume.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
That's
But
acceptable.
You can find demons in the towns. It's not easy, but you can do it.
Plus,
All right.
and everyone and their best friend have the nickname Demon Slayer tagged on their name. No one knows who's actually done it.
What was
That's
the name
fair.
of this thing again?
It was a babao. B-A-B-A-U. B-A-B-A-U.
So is he? I don't care. He's enchanting one of our weapons.
He can enchant 2 weapons.
How does that work for ammunition? Does he enchant a set of arrows? I think it's
up to 10.
yeah, it's like a set of arrows for one weapon.
Usually, yeah. Let me just double check.
Okay.
Touch a non-magical weapon. Until the spell ends, the weapon becomes a magical weapon with +1 to attack and damage. It does not say you can do that to arrows.
Oh, so it would be the bow itself if I was using a longbow.
It doesn't say that it can, but sure.
I think it's to because sometimes they do it to ammunition. Like one of my spells.
Usually if it's like an elemental effect or something. I say let's just go for it, that your bow will be +1 attack and damage.
Okay, cool.
It's a level 2 spell, it might as well.
Yeah. So. All right.
Oh, Christine,
Yeah.
don't forget we're using the modified sorcerer rules. So you can
What?
actually spend... you're a sorcerer, not a wizard, right?
Yeah.
So you can spend a spell point to imbue a weapon and make it a magical weapon.
Oh, I can?
Yeah, it's in the updated rules that they put out at the beginning of the year.
I hate all that crap.
Really? It gives you nothing but good stuff.
I know,
You
but
have to
it's so
remember
hard to
where it
keep
is.
track of where it is, what it is, how to find it, right? Because
I mean,
you
I can
rely
just
on
say...
PHP, but
Okay, I can just say you don't have it.
no, like that's fine. I just had no idea of it. Like I didn't know anything about this. It's not written down anywhere, so...
Well, it's also expensive, so you might not want to do it, because spell points are pretty great.
Not yet.
Oh, I'm so excited.
All I have is the option to spend 2, of which I only have 2, to get an extra slot.
That's pretty good still, but
The
yeah.
first level. Yeah, it gives me 4 slots instead of 3,
You
but...
can spend it to, I believe you spend 1 spell point to heal 1d4 plus Constitution as well.
Okay, well, it's not in the PHP, so...
No, it's not. It's with the adjusted rules.
Yeah. We should stick a link to that in our Discord so we can reference them more easily.
Yeah,
I need to go find them and print them.
Yeah.
Because
At least if I have
the character
them-
sheet, because otherwise I'll never remember that I have it.
Oh.
Yeah, but just for us
Amy,
to
if you want to look that up in the next couple
I'll
minutes,
try
my
and-
computer's busy, so...
Yeah. Oh yeah,
All
no,
right.
totally.
For now,
So-
though, I'm just going to stick with what's in the PHP, as I don't have anything else in front of me for it, so...
Cool. We'll say that you can heal 1d4 per spell point as well,
Okay.
just in case you need it this combat. But
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll look it up at the end of game and just
Okay.
link it all. Do it
all
then.
right, are you ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to try and make sure that I'm...
going to be.
I don't know how big his basement is, but...
It is a 40-foot by 40-foot basement, quite large.
Okay, so I'm going to try and be on one of the
What's
edges,
my range then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that I'm
definitely give it
hopefully
a little bit
out
of
of
room.
swinging range,
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm good.
but I can still cast at it.
Okay.
All right.
So it's
Ready
plus
to
1 to
go.
attack and damage.
Mm-hmm. So same with you, Pippi. You'll have +1 attack, +1 damage.
And it was fire, lightning,
One
and what
attack.
else that he said I should avoid?
Cold.
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 So acid's fine.
So it's +1 attack,
So, yeah,
+1 damage.
While
for
she's
my
asking all these
thunderclap.
questions, she's got her little book out and is
Right. I will
Shouting
begin.
away.
writing everything down.
Good call, because I'm not going to remember this in 6 months, and we might need to kill another one.
Kurak Sutek. He begins his incantation in the center of the room, calling out to the dark planar bindings that will unleash this creature into the room. In the meanwhile, can I get everyone to roll me an initiative?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Okay, so he is going to act on 15.
Ooh. I'm going after the big
20.
bad.
No, I mean like...
I got a 20.
Ooh, nice. Nat 20?
Mm-hmm.
I've got 21.
All right. So I'm going to give Pippi first because of the crit. Was that just... And you have a dex bonus to that as well, right? Was that a natural 20 or an unnatural 20?
That was a natural 20 just for my...
And then you add your dex
Just
to
for my-
that, so...
Add my dex. No, I don't have a modifier for dex.
You don't have any modifier for dex? What's your dex score?
My dex is 14.
You should have a +2
Yeah,
on all
saving
dexterity. If your
Oh,
dex is 14, it should be a +2 onto all dex-related things.
Yeah, your mod would be
Okay.
2.
Cool. All right, so... And then would you get Grace and Amy?
I got
10.
9.
10 and 9?
I'm not last.
You're not?
That's a
I rolled a
first.
5, so my +4 only got me so far.
It's a badass modifier, though. Oh, man.
Unlucky sixpence.
No, it's my int that's the -2.
Oh, okay. All right, so he begins chanting deep in his chest, and you'll start to hear a deep rumble echo through the room.
That's supposed to happen.
Yep.
Always. And with a puff of smoke, you will see in the center of the room an explosion of dark purple energy. And out of it, this creature emerges. Tall and skeletal with a horn jutting out the back of its head like a serpent's, or pardon me, like a scorpion's stinger. It appears out of nowhere, snarling and looking around the room. And it's going to let out quite a large roar. Then
Yep,
shakes
that
the
checks
ground
out.
beneath you. And Pippi, what do you do?
Mm-hmm. Thunderclap.
Okay. All right. So what do I have to do? Do you have your spell open?
Getting there.
Okay. So thunderclap. I believe I have to make him a save versus Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Thunderclap. I'm glad that this basement is. I thought you mean Thunderwave.
Nope, Thunderclap. That's right there.
What book is that from? Do you have the rules?
Oh, is that Xanathar's?
Is it in Xanathar's?
I think so.
Oh,
Okay. I don't have
I don't
Xanathar's.
no, it's a cantrip.
Oh, is it?
You create a burst of thunder sound which can be heard 100 feet away. Each creature other than you within 5 feet of you must make a con saving throw. Oh shit, this includes us.
Oh.
Underclap
Thanks,
is in
failed
fact
save.
Xanthar's.
I didn't
Are you
ask
sure-
how big the room was. I said fireball.
On a failed save, the creature takes 1d6
Is that-
thunder damage.
So knowing that, is that what you would have cast?
No.
Cool.
I don't
So
think I have
what-
anything good though.
Well, I mean, you're a level
I
1
could
bar or
mop
level.
it.
You
Yeah.
can use
Yeah.
You can use Mrs.
Level
Vicious
2.
Mockery.
Ooh, Vicious Mockery is fun.
Sure.
Please.
This is mockery. Yeah.
You have-
What is
you
the
have-
insult you use?
You have that spell, right?
Curious.
Yes. Yes. I have vicious mockery. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries.
I love you.
All right. So let me roll a save for this.
Your mother was a hamster and your
All right.
father smelled of elderberries.
Okay, go ahead and
Yes.
roll me D4.
That was fantastic.
Thank you.
I'm glad that the demon cared. It's always
my
a shot in the
D4
dark
fell
whether
off
they
the
care. Because
chair.
dice are mean.
I have fun with D4.
Yummy click clack dice go roly poly on the floor.
Okay.
They're the shiny math rocks.
Rodent candy
I
dust.
love shiny math
3.
rocks.
3.
3 damage. All right. So you are going to
3.
you're going to mock it, and it is going to be less insulted that by what you said, but the fact that you deign to speak at it. It is going to kind of give you this look like, bitch, what?
You know what I
Kaylin,
mean?
I am going to cast chromatic orb at it.
Okay. Is
In
that
acid.
an attack or a save?
It's an attack.
Okay. Is chromatic orb, isn't it random?
No, that's chaos bolt.
Ah. Okay.
So that is going to be 23 to hit.
That's a hit.
20 acid damage.
20? Holy shit.
3d8.
Good job.
The first level.
Yes.
Generally pretty good.
All right, a ball of acid slams into the side of it as it's looking at Pippi, and it's going to
It's a little
roar.
4-inch diameter ball.
Oh, that's significant.
All right, it's going to burn part of its shoulder away, and it's going to scream and look around. At this point, Paxton has finished his spell, obviously, and he's going to look around and say, "Oh, yes, and poison. Don't try poison. I forgot to mention that.
Okay.
Acid's fine. Oh, look out!" And with that, it is going to snarl and charge at... Ooh, it's going to charge at... Kaylin's the threat.
Okay.
It's going to hit you.
As she tends
Okay.
to be.
So I have a
Okay.
reaction trigger.
Okay,
I cast shield.
sounds good.
My AC is 22.
22?
Yeah.
Okay, that's still going to be a hit.
Damn it!
I got a 24.
Holy.
So you're going to take 11 points of damage as it claws you, and Pippi, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Are you up or down?
Constitution is... Oh, I don't know. Where is my Constitution saving throw? Constitution.
You should not be proficient in this, so it's a D10 plus your con mod.
Oh, Constitution. There it is. Yes. D10 plus con mod. My Constitution.
Wait.
Isn't it a D20?
Pardon me, D20. Sorry, I was thinking 10 for
Yeah,
passive
okay.
perception.
Yeah.
Damn, you can attack 2 different people at once?
Yep.
I rolled a
Demons.
13. 14.
14?
Wait, hang on. What was my...
What'd you roll on the dice?
I rolled a 13.
Okay, then you're fine.
This one is
All right,
14.
so
yeah.
It hits you with your
Okay.
with its gaze glancing over at you as it rushes at Kaylin. Kaylin throws her shield up, but the claw is just too fast. It lashes inside, and Kaylin, it is going to take another swipe at you. As it looks at you, Pippi,
Okay,
you're
well, I
going
still
to.
have 22.
You do, and that would be great, except I rolled a 1. So, Kaylin, you may make me an attack. Well, you don't have anything you can really attack with, but you can disengage as a free action, I'll say.
Okay,
All right,
so you can't
so-
do spells on...
Not unless you have a spell that is a... Because you already used a reaction. You already cast one in the round.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
So, if you have one that uses a bonus action, you can cast that.
Okay. No, I thought you were doing, like, attack of opportunity or something, so... You
I
can't
was.
do a... Okay.
Oh,
It's just
no,
funny
no,
that you
this-
can't do your normal attack as attack of opportunity, only a fighting attack, but that's a normal attack action.
It's
yeah,
because
it takes the same amount of time.
It's because you have to use different types of spell components, and like verbal and somatic. So you can't double talk.
It's just funny that they class it as the same type of action, but don't let you do it.
Yeah.
But-
Sorry.
No, I get it. Like, I'm just saying it's a silly glitch in their rules.
All right, so he's going to charge at you. The first slash is going to get through, and your shield is going to come up afterward, buffeting him away, which is going to give an attack bonus.
I mean, am I allowed to do a actual attack, like with a dagger?
Do you have anything that does magic damage?
I have a silver dagger. Does that count?
No.
No. Okay. Never mind then.
I just figured that like your character would know not to.
Okay.
All right, Sophia, what do you do?
Ooh, what kind of space do I have on it?
You're in a 40-foot wide. I'm assuming that you're about 20 feet from it. It's jutted around the other
That
side.
is exactly the right distance that I wanted to be. Brand probably remembers the last time we did the Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
It is my bonus action.
Okay.
It is going to be cursed for like a whole minute.
Okay, does it
It's
either save
exciting.
against that?
It does not. It is just cursed. I get fun bonus things for it being cursed. Yay! And then I'm going to turn around. So one hand, the curse,
Okay.
and turn around Eldritch Blast.
Okay. You have advantage on this attack.
Hell yeah, I do. Can I do better than that? I got a nat 20.
All right, go ahead and roll me double damage.
Ooh.
That is the 10 for this sucker. Hold on. So this gets a little bit dumb. My proficiency is 2, plus the dice. Dice are a total of 9. And that's also plus 5 for the agonizing. 9, 14, 17 damage.
17 damage. All right, sounds fantastic. All right, your blast strikes it in the back as Kaylin's shield buffets it to the side. Lucky, you're up.
Woohoo! I'm going to attack with my longbow.
Cool. Also, never forget that I believe you have action surge.
I do. Yes, I can use it once. It lets me do an
extra
additional
attack.
action. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, sure. I might as well use that. So. Let's do that. Oh no, someone's losing dice.
It's true.
Oh, it's just me.
Shiny mouse rocks.
Well, let's see what this does. Okay, because I've got +1 to attack, so 17 for one attack,
All right, you're going to pump an arrow into it.
and 13 on the second one.
Would you like to spend your inspiration?
Sure.
You didn't spend it already today?
Nope.
No, that was me.
Okay.
So second one's gonna be 22.
That's a hit. Two
Yeah, so that's-
two arrows fly from your bow, striking it in the side. Roll me damage.
So I think that ends up being 16. Because it's a +1 to attack and damage, so
Yes.
then that'd be 4 and 4, and I have +4. So it'd be, 8. So 8 and 8, so 16.
And that's with the +1?
Yeah, because I rolled 2 3s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, 16 points of damage. You are going to pump 2 arrows into its side that are going to burn away at its flesh with magic, and we're at the top of the round with Pippi. Pippi, what do you do?
Okay. Let's click on this. I still just got my kind of crummy cantrips.
You should have first level spells.
Well, yeah. I do have prestidigitation.
Is that all you have? Because you should have first levels.
Yeah. No, I should have first levels. They might be on the other sheet.
Okay. Just give me 1 sec. I'll grab them.
Sure. And I'm actually going to go back to my...
The joy of starting games and then going into quarantine.
I know.
All right, Pippi Riverstone, you have
Yeah.
you have Healing Word is your level 1 spell,
Yes.
and then isn't Vicious Mockery a first level spell?
No, Vicious Mockery is
yep,
a cantrip.
Is it a cantrip? Okay.
Yeah,
I've got
so it's
vis-
prestidigitation.
Yeah, I've got vicious mockery.
So when you leveled to level 2,
Oh,
think
right, we leveled up to 2.
Yes, we
you
did.
have a second. Pardon me, you have a third. Wait, no.
I think I have a second.
Yeah, you have five spells known,
5 spells known. Yeah.
and you have 3 charges. So
Mm-hmm.
What other bard spells do you want? Just write them down.
Okay. Well,
It's
now
like-
let's go again with vicious mockery for the moment. That seemed to work fairly
Sure.
well. Sure.
Okay, that actually wisdom save. That actually did work. All right, roll me another d4.
Hey. Alrighty.
And what's your insult?
Yeah, I need to know that.
Oh, is this male or female? It's a demon.
It's a demon. It's got a lot of appendages.
You, sir, are nothing but a festering shit given and are violating the space with your presence.
Love you.
That's a 4.
Nice.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to
a 4.
snarl and look in your general direction. Pretty content to kill all of you now.
Probably.
Kaylin, you're up.
Think I will cast Chill Touch this time.
Okay. And that's a save, right?
Nope, none of my stuff is saves.
Oh, nice. I rolled a 2 anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well, to hit is 22.
22 is definitely a hit. All right, so how much damage is that?
That's 7 necrotic.
7
So that
necrotic.
ghostly hand goes and fastens to it, and it cannot heal itself until the end of my
Okay.
next turn when it comes off.
All right, so you have your shield up. I need you to make me a will save.
Okay.
Oh, pardon me, make me a constitution save.
That is going to be 18.
Okay.
And my shield is now down.
Okay, your
At the
shield
end
is
of my
now
turn.
down. It gives you a very withering glare, and then launches itself over toward Pippi, actually.
Oh, that's not good.
Pippi, is your... Nope, that's a miss.
A sword's
and
right over your head.
now, Vicious Mockery is only disadvantage on the first attack, I believe.
Yeah.
All right, so he rushes you, slashing once toward your face, and then again. And is your armor class 18 or lower?
Yeah,
So you know
my
what?
AC is
You're-
13.
All right. Do me a
but
favor.
But I leveled up.
That your armor class doesn't go up unless you're a barbarian, usually. And even then, it's kind of weird.
Okay, good.
You're going to take
Okay,
12 points of slashing
Nice.
damage.
Woo! Ouch.
I think you're still up, though.
Yeah.
It darks close, and as you call down your various curses on it, it's going to slash you deep across the belly, and then roar in your face. Bits of acidic spittle are going to slap the sides of your cheeks and start to sizzle.
How rude.
Very rude indeed. All right, Paxton is going to... Can I do that on you? All right, you're going to feel... Oh wait, that's concentration. I can't do that. All right. Never mind. He's not going to do anything. Sophia.
I need to hit him with my blast again.
Okay.
I need to do it.
Go ahead.
How's 10 to hit?
It is not. Does anybody have any inspiration they want to spend? Nope. All
I
right.
already used mine.
Sure, I'll throw one in. I'll throw it in.
All right.
I love
Yep,
you so
throw
much.
mine
This is where she rolls the 1.
Frickin' better not. Nope, but I rolled another 4, so it didn't help.
All right. Your Eldritch Blast slams into the wall next to the creature, and
That get his attention.
Lucky, you're up.
Yeah, I am. All right, I have used my action surge, so I don't have that anymore. So it's just me and my bow.
It's okay. As long as you hit him, you're doing better than me.
Oh, well, that's nice. It's gonna be a 22.
That's a hit.
And it's gonna do 9 piercing.
9 piercing. Is that including your dex and the magic?
I rolled a 4, so
Okay.
+1, +4.
All right. You catch another. You catch it in the back of the ribs with another arrow that punctures out the front of its chest, spraying blood right into Pippi's face. And Pippi, it's your turn. This thing's right on top of you. What do you do?
Okay. What have I got? Okay, I'm going to.
You could attack. You can spend your move
I guess
disengaging.
Do I need to? Do I need more than one move to attack with my crossbow?
If you already had it loaded, no. But because it's a crossbow, it's point
No.
blank, so you'll actually have disadvantage.
Okay, then.
Plus, I'm pretty sure
gonna...
your blade was what was enchanted, right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna pull back and pull my rapier.
Okay. You can draw your rapier and attack. I'm assuming you already had it out.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. I'm gonna go for it then.
I mean, you knew it was being summoned. There's no reason why you wouldn't have had your blade drawn.
Yeah. Yes. True. Okay.
Do the
and that
pokey
is
poke.
Yeah. Do the poke poke.
What'd you get?
6 feet away. Social distancing. And I'm using a.
So this is probably going to be your dexterity. So you're going to add 2 and proficiencies 2.
Yeah, proficiency at level 2 is 2.
Proficiency is
So
2.
you will. What'd you get on the dice?
So I've got 9 on the dice. So it sounds like 13.
Okay.
Altogether?
Does anybody have an inspiration point for Pippi?
No.
No.
I already used it, and then
Oh,
she
you
used
know what?
hers on me.
I'm going to give
Okay.
it to you for social distancing.
Yeah. Do social distancing, audience.
So you can re-roll that 20.
Okay. Oh no, that was even worse.
All right, so you
that
you
was,
blindly lash out, trying not to be gutted by this
Yeah.
terrifying creature in front of you, which is honestly the
Yeah.
correct reaction. And Kaylin,
How hurt is it getting at this
it is
point?
incredibly bloodied. You can see Icarus slime pouring out of multiple wounds all over its body, and it is laying down into Pippi. You think that it may kill her if it strikes this round.
All right, chromatic orb.
Okay,
I love this attack. It's so beautiful.
what'd
What'd
you
you
get?
Nat 20.
Okay, and
Oh,
then
love you.
and chromatic worm is that the random one, or that's chaos orb?
No, that's the I pick. It's gonna be a 4-inch diameter ball of acid.
Okay.
So nice. I'm sorry. It's just so beautiful.
It's very funny.
What'd you get? Oh,
Math.
There's that many dice.
Good, good, good.
Well, it's 3d8 doubled,
Hmm.
so
Yeah.
that's 37 acid damage.
Yes. That's
Boy, I had to
beautiful.
roll them all and count them all up.
Is 37 more than 6?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so, yeah. Probably.
All right. There's a whizzing noise as your acid strikes it and begins to melt it from the waist down, and then you can see the bits of acid start to creep up its torso. Take off the head! Take off the head!
Pippi's kind of distracted. I'm just gonna pull a sword and sing.
The head is
Yeah.
going to collapse to the ground, dead as the rest of it, as the acid eats away the remainder of its torso.
There's enough blood in the brain, right?
It's fine.
Provided the blood's in its brain. I don't actually know demon physiology.
Shut up and let me work. Paxton is going to get to work harvesting the materials from its skull. Yes, good.
I would
All
like
right.
to help staunch the bleeding from Pippi's stomach.
All right. You may do
Thank
so.
you.
And Pippi, don't forget that you have Healing Word as a spell.
Huh.
I have it. Did I?
Yeah.
Did I?
It's on your sheet if you want to use it.
Oh, okay.
Healing Word is a creature of your choice within range gains 1d4
Oh, I thought I had
plus-
to pick specific ones.
No, you get 5
I also-
spells that you know, period, and you can cast up to 3 level 1s per day.
5 level ones. No.
Yeah,
Okay,
you can also just
then I will go through
you can also
better.
just take your short rest right now to heal some.
Yeah. I was gonna say maybe I could just try cure wounds.
True. All right, so you staunch the bleeding as
that was cure wounds.
Paxton
Cure
gets
wounds.
back to work. He finishes, asking Kalen at one point to hand him several trays nearby to continue his ministrations on the decapitated head. You'll see that your weapons stop glowing after a fashion, and
Aelin will hand him stuff and be taking notes and detailed drawing and
Lucky will start poking at the corpse of the demon.
it fires a
claw.
little bit of blackish blood up at you with a...
So, out of character, I incredibly appreciate that we came up against a demon. Because my flaw is that most people scream and run when they see a demon. I stop and take notes and get closer.
You got pretty close.
All right.
Good.
Researcher, hand me those forceps. You see here, the weakening gaze. I can tell that it tried to use that on you at one point. Why it chose you instead of one of your fighter is kind of ridiculous, but what this does, it
She's
weakens...
the threat.
Yes, but
Yeah.
she's not strong. This thing was stupid, probably because it got hit in the head enough times. But what it does, it has the ability to weaken physically anyone that comes against it. You would have been only drawing your bow with half the strength.
I use dexterity.
Do you understand what he means? You know what? She wasn't in your class. There was a reason.
No one is in my class.
Nope.
Do you regret it?
In the background, you'll hear, yeah!
What?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
Are we hearing voices now?
You're hearing
I
CSI
already
voices.
hear voices.
Good.
Huh, $1 million question, Brand. Demon soul, good or bad? Because we could totally get you more of those.
Soul?
Yeah, with the curse and the whole... I could get you more of those.
I do
Or
enjoy
not.
sampling different things.
Other
This was-
breeds of demon?
Let's try a little bit of everything.
Okay. Adventurous. I shouldn't be talking to you in front of the... Oh, God. I'm gonna, at that point, leave Pippi and go back upstairs.
Don't take anything.
I won't. Thieving is not my gig.
Alright, that should do it. You're looking for a conjuration teacher again.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy teaching?
Yes, I do enjoy teaching. Alright. If you can meet my former salary details,
Oh god.
which we can discuss later,
Mm.
plus an additional...
Don't let him talk you into anything else. His house is so loaded. I'm not stealing. I'm just
Yeah.
looking. Seriously, where do you find all these? And the voice peters out.
Kaylin
She's a
will give him
fan.
a long suffering look. I only met them yesterday.
I'm there. My condolences.
I think she's a
you.
fan,
Lucky, can you do me a favor?
potentially. What's the favor?
Can you just make sure she doesn't steal anything? There are...
You may or may not hear a crash. I'm not
Have any
elegant.
canned fish?
Yes.
Can I have a can in
Yes.
exchange?
Yes.
Thank you.
Lucky
have-
will wander upstairs.
Here's the deal. I understand that you are running low on funds.
Yeah.
Yes.
When the school was closed after his unfortunate death, there were some payments owed.
Yeah.
Salary?
Yes, back pay. I am willing to continue working for the remission of that back pay. However, I have faith that you will do what you can to make the house once again solvent.
Yeah.
Once it is so, my previous salary will be increased by 50%. Once you are in the black.
How much was your salary?
Mm-hmm.
Enough.
No, that's not how negotiations work. We need to know numbers.
I do not actually
So
own
if-
that book presently because Mike McGee has it.
Ah.
So I wasn't able to look
So-
that up, how much a conjurer would normally get
Okay,
paid.
so...
So I just
Okay.
want to make sure that Christina's understanding that if we pay him his back pay out, he will work for us at a reduced rate until we're solvent, and then we pay him 50% more of what he used to make.
Basically, he's willing to work for his old wage until you guys get solvent again.
So essentially, he's not
So
giving us
work for his
any
old
deal
wage.
whatsoever.
He's
And once
gonna
we're solvent, we have to
forgive-
give him 50% more.
Basically. Once you're solvent. And if you're not solvent, you don't have to pay him more.
Because
Is he waiving the back pay, though?
Were you going to ask that?
Well, I'm just gonna, based on what
the
you
way?
said, I want to ensure that I'm understanding that's what he meant. Because the character
Yeah.
would understand. Christine doesn't necessarily.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm trying to
I'm willing to
understand if
waive
that
the
meant
money that
he's
was
waiving
owed
the-
by Hexador.
Okay. He's
Okay.
waiving the back pay. Okay. All right.
But if
I
you
think
want
we
my
can work with that.
services, you'll have to pay me standard rates. You'll find
That's
the
fair.
salary rates inside of his logbooks.
Okay. Thank you. I will have to review them to see if we are able
We'll
to.
have to do
At this time, can I send you a note once I've made that determination?
You may. I also require several
Mm-hmm.
other circumstances, such as time off for academic conferences, and
Of
as
course.
well all Thias holidays.
What do I know of that?
It's the god of knowledge and magic.
Okay, so it's
Basically-
a kind of a normal holiday schedule.
It's like a holiday off every 2 months.
Okay,
Yeah.
certainly I can make sure that is written into a new contract if
Good.
I am able
Well,
to.
then it looks like you have a teacher.
Fantastic. I will go back and review the books and see if we can afford to pay you.
See if we can do this. Yeah.
I will let you know as soon as I know. Thank you.
Oh,
I would like to poke my
Is there anybody else?
nose back to the trapdoor. So is the skull in your study human? Because it looks a bit big for human.
it didn't look human.
No,
Human
you don't think
skulls
so?
are smaller.
What the hell would that have been? And then wander back off.
Maybe a
Do
Goliath?
you know if any of the other former teachers would be willing to be approached?
Interest.
I would say that you probably have your best chance at contacting either Instructor Dread, Instructor Blaze, or Instructor Sweethill.
Okay.
Oh, Sweet Hill was the pixie, wasn't she?
The Fae, yes.
Nice.
Well, with that, that was you would do, and I'm going to have to kick you out of my house before they break more things.
I do not
Fair.
blame you.
You have-
Nothing's broken.
Yeah, shockingly not. I haven't even touched. Just look with my eyes like you used to preach.
I haven't touched any runic circles either.
Please
yeah, I'm
don't.
shocked at that.
Okay.
You'll be more shocked if you touch them.
I know, I remember.
Well, thank you for fulfilling your obligation. The payment is on the table there. 150 crowns.
Thank you.
Best of
It
luck.
was nice seeing you again.
It was good seeing you as well. Well,
Still
Take care.
surprised he let me in his house.
good luck.
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
wanted you on his doorstep.
Yeah, can't really blame him.
And with that, you'll make your way back toward Hexador House. only to find that another emergency is likely awaiting you. And I think we're going to call game there for the night.
Good.
Woo! Still not dead,
Still not dead. All right.
Still not dead.
despite
All
our
right.
best efforts.
Still not dead. I tried, but
I
that's
know
okay.
2 things in life are inevitable:
Death and axes.
and death.
All right. So that's going to be it for tonight, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 2 of Hexador House. We'll be back in 2 weeks with this. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for the audio and distance stuff. But hey, that's what it'd be. We will see you next time.
Pandemic D&D.
Pandemic D&D. It's true. So we will see you next time. No level this time, guys. Sorry.
That's okay.
And,
do all that much,
be sure
so.
All right.
be sure to tune in tomorrow night for the Bitches of Brewery Park, our Werewolf the Forsaken game. We will see you tomorrow night. Thank you, Echo Ghost, and of course, thank you so much for liking, subscribing, sharing this amongst your friends, and a special like to My Cheliot for subscribing for 7 months. So thank you very much, Michael. All right, we will see, and thank you, Michael, for
Yay.
doing the updated frames. As you can see, these are great. Also, to
Yes, to make me look good.
I forgot what it's in the credits. So check the credits when this is uploaded to YouTube.
Our
You can see
artist.
our
Yeah.
wonderful artist, which
Yes.
I forget.
Mhm.
'cause-
Fantastic
Yeah.
job.
fantastic
They
job.
are
Rose.
lovely. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
they didn't want to have their name used.
Yeah, neither of those
Mhm.
are. You should
Okay.
be fine.
All right.
Yeah.
So check the credits. Go throw money at them.
Please do.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Yes.
Night.
Bye.